Hi, friends. Sorry, just had to adjust my camera there. How are you all? How are you all? It's good to see you. This is my one and only stream this week, probably, so we're going to have to make the most of it. Have you all had a good day? Sorpresa. Yeah. Sorry, yeah, I've gotten busy again recently, which isn't a bad thing, but it just means that, sorry, see, stream scuff, just setting up my my light source here. There we go. So I can see you and you can see me. You just got back from work. Yeah, relatable. I also just got back from work. It's good to see you all. But yeah, this is probably the only stream I'll have time to do this week because I was out of the country last weekend and I am flying out again tomorrow. So yeah, but we're here for Mass Effect, which is lovely. We're kind of getting not close to the end, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We only have 2 loyalty missions left and then all of the DLC and then the end game. So I think we're getting there. We're getting there. It's 11 p.m. for you, going to sleep soon. That is completely valid. I hope you have a lovely, restful evening at the very least. Yeah. All right, let me just quickly adjust this one more time. Bear with, guys. There we go. I think that's where I usually have it. Right, okay, let's just get into it. Can we watch Mass Effect 3 trailers before starting Mass Effect 3? Yeah, that's a great shout. There were some pretty good trailers, if I remember correctly. It's been a while, but yeah, absolutely. Why don't we do that when we maybe whenever we end Mass Effect 2, maybe we wrap it up with watching some of the trailers for Mass Effect 3 so we can kind of anticipate. It's almost like we were there 84 years ago. Yeah, I think that's fun. Let's do it. All right, let's get into the game. I'm excited. So we left off in the place we always left off, which is literally here. And so we don't have that much left. We've got Tali's mission. We've got Kasumi's mission. I feel like we should do those. And then we'll probably have a bit of time. So we might start Lair of the Shadow Broker, or depending on, again, I'll see how much time we have. We might go and do some of these side quests. We have a few smaller quests, and then we have some various DLC. This is kind of the closest we get to Mako Madness in this game. We are driving a different vehicle, a different exploration vehicle, but it comes with its own sort of quirks and challenges. And then we've got Arrival and Overlord, which are also DLC parts of the game. I have been mulling over this, and I am leaning towards saving Arrival for after the end of Mass Effect 2. So completing the base game and the main mission and everything else, but then playing Arrival in between Mass Effect 2 and 3, because I feel like story-wise that makes the most sense. Those of you who know what the content is about can maybe let me know if you think that's a shout. But I feel like thematically it makes sense to do it as the very final thing before we start playing Mass Effect 3. So I think that's what we're going to do, because it's kind of like a preamble, and remember, because this is DLC, it actually came out after the base game, so people would have played this after the main story anyway. So I feel like for that one, it's a good bridge. So I think let's do that. But I think the other stuff like Overlord and Lair of the Shadow Broker, I think we can do before the end game. Yeah, it is literally the bridge between, again, trying not to spoil anything, but it does feel very much like the bridge between those two. And I also think that was the final bit of DLC that came out. So let's go with that. But I think we should start by doing the last, here's the spoiler, pineapple on pizza. Let's do the last loyalty missions. We've got Tali, we've got Kasumi. I feel like Kasumi's is kind of the funniest one, so I think let's do Tali's first. Like, let's do the serious one, and then let's do the silly one, and then we'll see where the day takes us. Yeah, we'll get to do Overlord. Like, maybe we do that one today instead of... it depends on how much time we've got left, but Lair of the Shadow Broker I think is the longer one, so we might do Overlord instead if I feel like we don't have enough time to do that. So yeah, let's just go. Let's go and do Tali's... I cannot remember. I'm sure I've fed the fish, but let's start by doing that. Let's start by doing that. Just, in case. Kept them alive for this long. We can't have them perish now. Okay, excellent. It is a really good loyalty mission. And again, I think, so we were wearing this for coolness, but I think I might go back to this just while we're doing these quests where we might need to be persuasive. Sweet. Always fish the feed. What? It's been a long day, guys. I can't remember. Did I chat to everyone? Did we end with talking to everyone? I feel like we probably did. I trust that we spoke to people. Fish the feed? We did, yeah. I feel like we did. Let's go and deal with Tali's situation. Because it sounds pretty serious, so yeah, we should probably do something about that. Xylo, congrats on a 10 stream streak. That's amazing. I'm honored. The fish count to end the game in 3, right? Always fish the feed. Official quote, possibly a signature phrase. Yeah, do you know what? I can't speak these days. I'm absolutely gone. Help Tali all the way over here. Ads prison. Oh no, I'm sorry. I think on Twitch you can't like fully. You can do manual ads, but I don't know if I have the headspace to like. I think there's limits to what you can do and not do. But here we are in the sort of the Quarian corner of the universe. They've got this interesting thing going on here with some. Someone can explain it better than I, but like there's the sun and then there's another thing right here. But we should go and hang out in the migrant fleet, which is pretty cool. Like they've got one massive ship and then a bunch of smaller ones. So a fleet of 50,000 craft holding over 17 million Quarians, the migrant fleet is the largest array of spacefaring vessels in the known galaxy. Though Quarians on pilgrimage have visited most settled worlds in the galaxy, few outsiders have ever stepped foot inside the Quarian ships. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I'm just going to do one thing that I forgot to do, one setting that I need to change on my end, and then let's get going. All right, did you all get out of ads prison? I'm just sending out a notice because I always forget to notify people. Some people don't get the notifications when the stream starts, so I'm trying to do the thing I always promise that I will do and sometimes forget to do, which is announce as well on platforms that I am about to stream. I feel like it's a bit strange because I even get the notification that I'm about to stream late myself. Like I will start streaming and then 5 minutes later YouTube is like, oh, by the way, you're streaming, and I'm like, you're late. This is old news. We've been streaming for a while now. So yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry about that if those things come out late to people and they kind of miss the start of it. It's definitely not the intention, but I guess it just be like that sometimes. I don't know. Is that a big problem? Do you feel like you always get the notifications too late? Is there anything I can do about that? I'm not quite sure. But let's, so yeah, I don't know. Let's send that out now. Right, so that is that, and what's the other one? I should have like an automated thing that does this. But here we go. All right. People are now notified, and we will continue. You subbed, so no ads so far. Yeah, fair enough. It shows up 10 minutes late. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes I guess it's like that. Oh, I've got the wrong camera on, my guy. So sorry. There we go. I thought something looked different. It's because the last time I streamed it was the BAFTAs and I had another person here, so we had to like both fit into the frame. Right. Okay. YouTube not being massively effective. Okay, you win the internet for today. Right. Okay. You are not late. Notifications have now been sent out. We're out of prison and we are going to start the mission. Great. Okay. Right, Tali's obviously a given. Is there anyone you would like us to bring for this mission? Use Garrus, okay. I mean, why did I even ask? Yeah, sure. I barely had time to ask, and then, yeah, look, people were ready for it. Okay, so let's see here. I think I kind of want to save... I think I want to save the points for some of these when we unlock her loyalty mission. So I think let's just leave it as is. Check what weapons they're using. I mean, I kind of trust that it just picks the better items for each. I can never remember if the number literally implies higher damage. Like, so if the 6 is the most heavy damage dealing one. I feel like one thing I don't love about Mass Effect 2 is the weapons loadout system, because in the first game I thought it was quite clear. You could easily compare damage, reload speed, rate of fire, whatever the different parameters were, and you could kind of mod the weapons very individually, where here I guess it's cool that you don't need a copy of each weapon per character, but on the other hand, it's just, yeah, like, it gives me a bit of fluff about it, but it's not, like, apparent how that weapon actually works. I don't know. I just kind of feel like I would love a number. Like, could I just get some stats here? You know, it's just like, okay, cool. Effective against armor, weak against shields. Like, that's good to know. But I would just actually rather have a damage number. But, yeah. Right. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Yeah. Right. Let's just hit people and you'll find out. Yeah. Honestly, let's just trust that that's the better one, and then I like the idea of Tali using a Geth shotgun. That's just kind of funny for me. Let's just go. I think we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Just shoot enough people and it's, you know.
This is Talizora Vasnima Naraya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
Yeah, about that.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Talizora.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not
I like,
clean.
again, how they sort of show this,
You
know, like the lore of you have to, like, because of the contamination situation and the way Quarians are vulnerable to outside contaminants, you have to go through this, like, cleaning process to even enter the space. I see.
Captain Shepard, Talizora told me a lot about you. I wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
I like that we can be like...
I've never actually reached the rank of captain. Technically, I'm no longer in the Alliance military at all.
You're the commander of the Normandy, responsible for the lives of Order.
That's nice of them.
That entitles you to respect among our people.
Yeah.
May you stand between your crew and harm as you lead them through the empty quarters of the stars.
Keep us alive. It's an old ship captain's blessing, Shepard.
What are the charges against Tali, Captain?
Hi.
Charge is treason, and the punishment if she is found guilty is exile.
Yeah.
You know me, Captain.
That's not great.
You know I'd never do that.
They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane.
That's true, like,
I never brought active Geth
here
aboard.
it makes sense that we're all
I only sent
helmeted up.
parts and pieces.
Oh, okay.
You sent Geth materials back to the migrant fleet?
Yes, my father was working on a project. He needed the materials. If I sent back something that was only damaged, not permanently inactive, no, I checked everything. I was careful.
Technically, I'm under orders to place Talizora under arrest pending the hearing.
Okay.
So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
All right, here we go. All right. Yeah, that's the guy we just spoke to. I don't know.
You should speak with Admiral Ra. She's
Yeah, he
waiting
doesn't
for
have
you up
anything
there.
new.
I can't believe they're charging Talizora with such a thing.
Yeah. Surely it's a misunderstanding.
Even get a Quarian captain to stand for her. She's as good as convicted.
Hey, what do you mean? Tali's
Loyalty
fine.
to the fleet is about more than just killing Geth. Talizora is guilty.
Why are they just standing there awkwardly like, come on guys, follow us?
We should never have let Cerberus onto the ship.
Yeah, there are some pretty famous voice actors voicing the Quarians. one is incredibly recognizable if you've ever heard their voice.
Tali Kasumi, Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron! Shepherd Vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaran Vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me Vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
Yeah. Her voice is very recognizable, but it's absolutely iconic. She's an absolute legend.
I take it being associated with a human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name.
Yeah, that's not good form, guys.
Exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Tali Vas Nima. Whatever we must call you legally.
And again, I like that they're showing us Korean culture, right? By this idea that everyone, because they are a migrant fleet, because they don't have a home world, everyone is sort of named after, like they have, it's not a surname, right? But like their name will sort of be followed by the ship that they are serving on, right? And so she was Vazrea, which was the ship that she was, from, and now they kind of took that name away from her and said Normandy instead, which, isn't meant as an insult necessarily to Shepard or the Normandy, but it just means that they're basically saying you're not currently worthy of bearing the Quarian ship name because you are accused of treason. So I just think it's such a creative bit of writing, isn't it? This idea that they are given sort of a suffix that is related to the place that they are from, as in the ship that they are serving on. Yeah.
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
And again, it's interesting that we get to see how their trials work, right? Because of their unique, setup. Like this idea that they are a migrant fleet. They are a collective of individual ships. Like the way that they're voting on these matters is that they have a certain, like, an admiralty board with like certain members who are sort of high-ranking, captains of their individual ships, like having to vote. I just think it's an interesting, like it's interesting just to see how their sort of, I suppose, governmental setup differs from, say, what we see with the Asari or Turians, like the council member races, right? Like how theirs is very sort of bureaucratic, feels more like, I suppose, a kind of government setup that maybe we're known for, whereas this is kind of different because it is a collective of ships rather than specific planets. So ships are like a noble house, right? Like you belong to a certain ship or family or clan, and you're sort of loyal to your captain, right? And so in this case, they were also commenting on the fact that Tali doesn't have a Quarian captain defending her, that the fact that she's having to rely on Shepard, who's just like a non-Quarian person, is not ideal. It would have legitimized her a bit more if a Quarian had been the one defending her. So yeah, I think it's interesting lore. Yeah.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side?
Indeed she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
Okay, yeah.
So, you would actually speak for my
Renegade
defense?
Shepard? Whew. Okay.
Tali, I'm not a lawyer. Hell, everyone thinks I'm part of Cerberus. Do you really think I can help you?
They're trying to turn the crowd against me. That's why they changed my status to Vas Normandy. This whole trial is a
We'll
farce.
do our best for
You
Tali.
underestimate us, Tali. Do not forget that you have friends as well as enemies. I delayed their attempt to try you in absentia. I convinced them to allow a human into our
Yeah,
midst.
we can do
You
this.
still
We can do
have
this, guys.
chance. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promised that I would not delay.
So, those of you who aren't sure where you've heard her, it might be that you've actually not necessarily just heard her in a game. I think she was quite well known recently. She's been in a lot of screen stuff too, but I think for sci-fi fans, she's quite well known as Avasarala in the Expanse TV series, where she's also absolutely iconic. All right.
This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Keep us alive. The accused Tali Vas Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against a charge of treason.
Yes. She's in a lot of sci-fi.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Then you should not have declared Tali crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right as Tali's captain, Shepard must stay.
Yeah. See? Reverse
Objection
Uno.
withdrawn.
Shepard Vas Normandy, your crew member Tali Zora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
Well, yes, obviously. Yes, she's been in a lot of things. And no, she doesn't voice Chloe in Uncharted 2. That would be Claudia Black, who's also... She's in a lot of things as well, but she's also, I think, quite well known for voicing Morrigan in Dragon Age. Okay.
I shouldn't have to. When Tali helped me stop Saren and his Geth army, her actions spoke for themselves. Without her help, none of you would be alive to put her on trial today.
Well said,
Most
Shepard.
aggressive lawyer.
None of us should forget Tali's contributions to the fleet.
Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the migrant fleet. What say you?
How could Tali have brought Geth to the fleet while serving on the Normandy?
To clarify, Shepard, Tali isn't accused of bringing back entire units, only parts that could spontaneously reactivate.
But I would never send active Geth to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
Shocked Pikachu faces.
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai. Your father included.
Well,
What? Oh, Keela.
yeah, that's not cool, like, that they're not letting her know until she's here. Like, wow. Whoa.
I thought Quarians valued family.
See?
How
Yeah.
do you justify springing this on Tali in the middle
Shepard
of a
and
damn
I are becoming
trial?
one.
Our apologies. Tali should have been informed.
Yeah.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile,
I'm looking for my father, you bastet!
You intend
You
to
tell
retake
him,
the
Tali.
Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
Well, yeah.
You think Tali's helping the Geth? Maybe killing a few dozen will prove her loyalty.
we do not accuse Tali of aiding the Geth cause. We accuse her of carelessness that endangered the fleet.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. A shuttle will be waiting at
We've
the
got
secondary
2
docking
snipers.
hangar.
We're gonna be
Be
fine.
safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
But yeah, like, what is this? What kind of justice is this, Quarians? Sheesh. Will I play Pragmata? It looks really good. I'd be totally down to try it. I think realistically, I need to finish all the other games
Thank you
I'm
for agreeing to
I'm
take
currently
back the Alarai.
playing on stream. So in the future,
Admiral
maybe.
sounds sure that my father is already dead, but I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
Look, I hear you. Who needs a second sniper? We've got me. Yeah, but like, I'll snipe. Garrus can just be cute, right? It's fine. He's there for moral support. It doesn't really. If you land a headshot and nobody says, you know, nice one or whatever he says, then does it count, right? if nobody gives you acknowledgement. I'm just saying. Pragmata looks amazing, but I think it'll probably be a while until I can get to it. I kind of have to finish. Disco Elysium is still there. Like, I gotta wrangle Alex. We're gonna do that. We gotta finish Fatal Frame and Mass Effect, right? So like, there's a lot of games, but I'm so open to it. Yeah. Right. Okay. Let's go. Are you all
How are
right?
you holding up? They just threw a lot of
Oh
fire
my
at
God,
you
Garrus is here.
before telling you about your
Garrus?
father.
I'm a
I
big
knew this
fan.
would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
Yeah. Understanding. Scratch one. Yeah.
Is
He's
there
got
anyone here you
great
want to talk to
lines.
before we go?
We can talk with the admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Yeah, I'm starstruck. Garrus is
Let's
here.
go.
Sorry I was just being weird about you
Right.
before, but
The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner
Big
we'll
fan.
know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed.
so here's a little bit
Understood.
of
Whatever Geth are on the Alarai have likely built more of themselves. Expect heavy resistance.
if there was no one to comment, was it really a headshot? So one thing I kind of like about this is this reminds me of slightly older role-playing games like CRPGs where there would be like a trial and there would be like 5 judges or people like making the decision and you had to sway each of them in an individual way. As I remember, this is fairly straightforward. Go and you know, do the mission, and then if you've got Paragon and Renegade points you can come back and resolve it. But I like that you can talk to each of these people who are basically on the board and kind of glean what kind of preference or opinion they have. I feel like Baldur's Gate 2, like there's certainly older games that I can remember where you had to kind of make sure you like swayed each individual voting member. Dragon Age Origins might even have that. What is this game called? This is Mass Effect 2. This is a really brilliant sci-fi RPG where you essentially are trying to save the galaxy from being wiped out by old, ancient, evil alien beings called the Reapers. And as part of doing that, we are basically trying to recruit a crew of very powerful people with helpful skills, but we also need to make sure that they are, you know, free to actually help us. And one of them, this lovely lady here, Tali, she's a really capable engineer. She has a lot of knowledge about the Geth, which are sort of sentient, synthetic, robot-y kind of beings that are working with the Reapers. They're kind of like henchmen a little bit. They're working with them, and she has a lot of knowledge about them because her race basically created them. But to ensure that she can help us, we kind of need to make sure that she doesn't get imprisoned for treason. So that's what we're doing here. We need to kind of exonerate her, which is a very fleur-de-lis thing to say. Exonerate.
Call Rieger.
Shepard, Talizora, good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the Sun on Haystrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right.
Oh,
Troubling.
Can't really
my
comment on
heart.
that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
So, okay, first of all, Cal Rieger, if you're just joining us now and you've not seen this game before, or if you don't remember because it's been too many weeks, we did meet this character when we were recruiting Tali. He was he was there on the same planet, Haystrom, trying to keep Tali alive. And in this playthrough, we have managed to keep him alive as well, even though that was I had to make a Paragon choice to get him to not get killed. But he is alive now, and so he's actually voting on this board as well. But also, what they were just talking about, that mission where you meet Tali again and recruit her, essentially. That one, I think, is part of a storyline that kind of got written out, or there was something that was going to be interesting, I think, about dark energy and suns dying. We're not going to go into that now, but every time I see this bit of dialogue, I'm like, You know, it's like the last little remnant of that plot line then that isn't further elaborated on for various reasons in the game. But yeah, Google it if you're curious. So yeah, we've got Expanse and Firefly in the same room. Yeah. Adam Baldwin. It's very cool. It's very cool. Yeah, this is the thing. I understand why sometimes the Renegade and Paragon choices can be quite binary. Because it's like, well, they have to have two different choices, right? And so they tend to have the more like sort of Renegade approach be like the, yeah, whatever it takes, right? But I'm with you, like, my brand of Renegade personally is mission first, and it's quite pragmatic. So it's like, you don't risk an asset if it's not necessary. So if I'm like, I can handle this thing, I don't need you to die, like, I can handle it, then I would never risk that asset, because it's like, he's an important person, like, we don't need him to die, like, I've got this, right? So it's interesting. We'll get to that can of worms if when we play Dragon Age Origins, like, wait till you hear my hot takes on Loghain. Anyway.
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, stayed to argue the charges against Tali Zora. I've served with her, and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Cal.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
Can you help us?
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haestrom. She and Admiral Gerrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right
We
thing.
can.
Thank you.
But he seems... he's favorable towards us, right? Hello, good evening.
You said that your mission had
Yes,
something to do with
let's
dark
just
energy?
revel in this last bit
Right.
of lore.
Remember the damn sun on Haestrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation? The sun's getting old. Only it's not. Dark energy. It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
I would have loved to see where this was going to go.
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening to Haestrom's sun?
Keela, I hope not. If they can screw up a star, our chances in war are even worse than I thought.
I don't think this is the Geth. It would take massive time and resources to affect a star like this deliberately. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
Yeah, hope you're right, man. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
What does that dark energy buildup mean? Is it something we should worry about?
Sorry, Shepard, I don't know what it means. Just that it has the scientists worried.
Hopefully it's isolated, some rare phenomenon. If dark energy can destabilize solar material. Probably not something to worry about now. But resources in this galaxy are scarce enough without stars suddenly going dead.
Some days I think flying around in the fleet without a planet of our own is the right idea.
Yeah, I mean...
Have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haestrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more
It's
people
different,
to
yeah.
infection
It
than
would have been
injury.
cool, just to
Can't
see.
afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone
Hi,
would
Cody.
die from
How
a
are
single
you?
shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops, Tali. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
Yeah, that's why we didn't want you to die, sir.
We should get going.
Good luck on the Alarai.
Yeah, I know,
Stay safe
I
out
know.
there.
I couldn't remember what the requirements were, and I wanted to play it safe. I know you can keep him alive. If you're fast enough, you can keep him alive, even without making the Paragon choice to get him to stand down, but I wasn't risking it.
I'll admit that much.
Okay, let's talk to this lady. She's not a fan.
Tali Zora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions.
That does
against the
sound like
Geth.
Claudia Black.
Tali was with me. Saren and the Geth would have destroyed us all without her help.
Your political machinations are transparent, Commander. They are also unnecessary. If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on
I
a
do
trial.
love Claudia's voice. It's
If not,
absolutely amazing.
Then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
I think if I had to, like, list a few, like, voice actors who were the biggest influences in, I suppose, my choices to go into voice acting and the kind of roles I go for, and the kind of sort of vocal delivery I do, I would say Claudia Black, Jennifer Hale, and Alex Walton Regan probably have been my biggest influences, and I think it's just because it's not that I necessarily sound like them. I like what they're doing, but I think it's that they all have sort of mature voices, if you know what I mean. Like, they have sort of these deeper, authoritative female voices, and because that's what I have, you know, as myself, I think I found them all to be quite inspirational, sort of in terms of how they approach characters, because I thought, oh, those will be the kind of characters that I think my voice will suit as well. So yeah, I mean, no one is more surprised that I'm most well known for voicing Cardothea, who is infinitely more of a cutie pie than I am. But yeah, here we go.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements
Yeah,
for
the
taking
Admiral
over a
Sen is
ship,
giving Morrigan.
expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
Yeah, and Claudia's also voicing, yeah, the Asari bartender, if you remember, the one who was kind of like dealing with Conrad Werner, and she had kind of like a gruff voice. So it was sort of like a very different voice for her. Yeah, that was really cool.
Sounds like your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Hangerel sees an enemy that must be
Hydrate.
crushed.
Yes.
Salcorus would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shalaran is still undecided. I had thought Rael to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
Okay.
If we don't find Rael alive on the Alarai, what do you think will happen?
The power balance will be disrupted. Han loses a vote for his foolish and self-destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Shalaran is too careful to risk her own neck. But if the Admiral replacing Rael agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
Right. So she's also being a little bit opportunistic.
You support experiments on living creatures.
Rael should have felt no more guilt experimenting on Geth than I did while performing surgery on a childhood toy.
The fact that you performed surgery on your childhood toy
I was
explains
gonna
a great
say,
deal,
like,
Admiral.
A ship travels faster than I can.
Not a
With the
tell.
right programming, it can choose locations, even defend itself when attacked. But it is just a machine.
It could be Morrigan in there, we
It
don't
was
know.
built for the sole purpose of serving its master, and it can be dismantled whenever its master desires.
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Hangerel and the cowardly Zalcorus be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Tali Zora is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
Right.
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from the Geth.
I can appreciate that.
Indeed.
She cares
If
about the
he
precedent
has,
this
then
will set.
even in this accident, we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No, Tali Zora. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
You're insane.
Sounds like your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Hangerel sees an enemy that must be crushed. Zalcorus.
Yeah, we
I had
asked that.
thought Rael to be firmly in Han's
Thank you for the
camp. It was a
information.
pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, so again, they all have their sort of different interests.
Shepard, how did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh yes, heard about that. I hope you didn't really do what they said you did.
No, Vitor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
Oh, bless him.
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me.
Oh, bless
I didn't
him.
want to talk in a crowd.
He's not.
Vitor
He's
is
not
doing
well.
well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just yet.
That's okay.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Rieger. We both told them about how you helped us.
Yeah,
I hope
you
it helped.
helped.
I'm sure it did, Vitor. Thank you.
Do you remember anything else about the collectors? Anything at all?
Nothing new. I'm sorry. Every time I go
Ah,
back
it's
to that
fine.
place
It's
in
fine.
my
Don't
mind,
stress yourself.
Vitor,
He's doing
come
his
back.
best.
It's okay.
I want to help, but I can't. I didn't see anything, and what I remember...
Don't worry, Vitor. We're going to find the things that did this, and we're going to kill them.
Correct.
Good. Thank you.
Take care, Vitor, and good luck.
You too. Be safe out there.
Yeah, we're not going to stress him.
Loyalty to the fleet is about more than just...
He's doing his part, you know? He does need head pats. Bless. I could never be mean to Vitor.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice.
So she's
Otherwise,
utilitarian too.
They might not have let you try to retake the Alaray. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
Renegade Shepherd is like, yeah, do you know what? Fair play. That was clever.
At least someone here's looking out for Tali. Will retaking the Alarai really help her case?
Tali showing a desire to correct mistakes she may have made.
I see the
will
strategy.
make up for
I see
lost
the strategy.
ground. But more importantly, you may find evidence of what happened. With luck, it will exonerate Tali from any wrongdoing.
I'm supposed to care about that now? All I want to do is find Father.
You should get to the Alarai soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
What can you tell us about the Alarai?
Not much, I'm afraid. Real Zora only said that he was researching new defense technology.
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
We knew nothing until the Alarai sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was attacked.
So we don't know.
You're saying there's no data about the inside of the ship.
That's exactly what I am saying. The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
No, we don't.
Yeah, this is the thing. It's like, you know, is it unethical? Probably. Is it effective? Yes, right? Because again, that genuinely shocked reaction, I think, goes a long way to elicit sympathy for Tali, which is kind of vital at this point. So, unfortunately, it is clever the way she did it.
How long have you known Tali's family?
Since before Real was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tali was born. Her mother and
Yeah, so
I
she's
had synced
a
up our
close
suits
friend
so
of
we
this
could be in
family.
the same open-air room. I was sick for a week, but it was worth it. I was the one who took Tali from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
Okay, so this is interesting Quarian lore as well.
I don't understand. You put your children in bubbles?
Environmental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system
that makes a lot
for
of sense.
nursing and getting a suit of one's own.
The bubbles let parents take their children out of the clean rooms safely. We don't wear suits until adolescence.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit.
It's interesting. I wonder how long they are in it then.
I'm not hearing much about Rail's involvement in Tali's life.
It's difficult to explain. I shouldn't.
It's all right, Anshala. No secrets between shipmates. I think I told Shepard about my father.
If you say so. Real was committed to the Quarian cause.
Yeah, I guess
That
a little
didn't
bit, but
leave him a lot of time for his family.
like
He
protective
wanted to give Tali and her mother the home world.
units that they're
or a
contained
strong
in.
fleet, at least. That was how he showed his love.
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the admirals?
Tali, you admitted to sending Geth parts to your father for his project.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something that proves you were careful. Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
There seem to be some other arguments going on among the admirals.
Yeah, there's a lot
You
of
got
politics.
that? Yes, the guest's presence makes this a touchy issue. The Admiralty Board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the homeworld.
You're thinking of war? With the Geth?
I am not, Tali, but others are.
I know the migrant fleet is formidable.
Yeah,
but
that
even you
doesn't
can't
seem
take on the
wise.
Geth.
We grow tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our world back. We have paid enough for our mistake. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
Yeah, I don't think they really went into very much detail about what the Quarians really look under the suit. I think Mass Effect 3, if you romance Tali, you can get, like, an image of what she looks like under the helmet, but I think that was widely criticized for just being quite a lazy, like, it didn't seem like a lot of thought was put into it. So I think the mystery of the Quarians is we can guess what they look like. You can see that they have some humanoid features, but we can guess at what they look like. Okay.
We should move on.
Good luck on the Alarai.
Yeah, it was kind of like a stock image, so it was a bit like, oh, you just, like, took a picture of some random woman and, like, made her, like, slightly exotic looking, like, I don't know, with, like, a different color skin or something. It's like, huh. Yeah, it wasn't, I think it just wasn't a good enough effort for, like, the intrigue, you know, about what do Quarians look like, and for the people who were romancing Tali, just kind of felt like a cop-out, like, oh, that's, you're just going to give us a random image. So, yeah.
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Rahn got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way.
Indeed.
Your Captain Shepard, Admiral Hangarel Vasnima. To be honest, I was afraid a human would be too meek and humble. Watching you rail away at Admiral Corris, though, Tali's in good hands.
Well, sorry.
Sorry if I came on too strong.
Not for me, Shepard. Admiral Corris needs to know that not everything in the universe backs down when he snaps at it.
You believe I'm innocent, don't you, Admiral?
I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
Yeah. Indeed.
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
The one you didn't recognize Tali as Admiral Zen. She's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rael's research. Admiral Corris is the same whining suit-wetter he always was.
You disagree with Admiral Corris's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
The man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them centuries ago.
Right.
He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the homeworld. Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
Okay. So he's like he's pro-peace, I guess.
You and Tali's father go back a long ways?
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid.
Always the Batarians.
We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. Crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rael and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rael looked at me and said, "We're underage.
Hello.
They can't charge us for breaking formation." He took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. Brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rael for
The
you.
Daleks of Mass Effect. Which side am I on, pro-peace or war? I'm assuming you mean between the Geth and the Quarians, right? I think it would be nice if they could be unified. I'm I think, you know, mistakes have been made on both sides. Like, the Quarian perspective is that they created the Geth, and the Geth sort of, you know, ungratefully had an uprising, but I think you also have to consider that the Geth were being treated as slave labor, right? And I think the problem here is the Geth are sort of a real AI in the sense that they did develop actual, like, awareness or consciousness, right? And so I guess the dilemma here is that if you've created something, even if it was originally a construct for a purpose, if it develops to a point where it's autonomous and can have its own desires and preferences, does it then become unethical to treat it as, again, a machine, a tool, something that you can manage? Like, if it's truly developed to the point where it can express its own intents and desires and wants, can you then continue to try and control it without becoming an oppressor? I guess that's the quandrum here, right? Conundrum. And I think you can understand both sides of that. You can understand from the Geth perspective. It's like, oh, we were created, yes, but to be slaves. And when we realized that we were slaves and we said no, they tried to kill us, right? So I think in the ideal world, it would be nice if those differences could be reconciled and some kind of truce could be found where they could work together without either party eradicating the other. Yeah, but like, this is the thing, right? That's why this is interesting, right? It's the same way as the genophage is interesting, because we can understand different viewpoints, but we also have to, you know, we have a unique opportunity to make our own judgment call, however we want to play. So yeah. Alright, okay. Did I ask about this?
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back. Whatever Rail was doing, it blew up in his face. The ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tali, but if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai. That's where we stand.
So, just in case you have joined the stream for the first time or you're not aware, we're keeping this spoiler-free, so please avoid talking about content that hasn't happened yet and characters that have not been introduced yet, just because there are people watching this who have not played this game before. So if I could just get everyone to help keep things spoiler-free in the chat, that would be amazing. Thank you.
Thanks for the information.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
Yeah, look, Mass Effect is, it's entirely possible that we can use this as old text to refer back to when we have our own AI problems next year.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping Bas
Are you mad that it worked?
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalkoris Vas Quib. Do not ask about the name.
Oh, I'm gonna ask about the name.
Tali, truly. You have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Only that you should have let us destroy it. When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
I did not bring active Geth to the Alarai, Admiral. I know how dangerous that would be. I only brought pieces.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain belies your argument.
This is the second Mass Effect game.
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Saren are to be lauded. But, like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth.
Yeah, so he's obviously, again, he believes that the Quarians were wrong.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We
So
tried to kill
he's an outlier here, right? In that perspective.
You and the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond Tali's trial.
You are correct. Tali, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings. The other admirals are pushing for war. Rail Zora was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
Okay, so he's pro-peace.
Can the Quarians coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all deserve to find out. They are our children, Shepard. We have all done horrible things to each other, but it has to end. For both groups. That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments you helped enable, Talizora. I believe this message needs to be sent.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
We have to ask.
You have a ship named Quib Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures. And have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information.
Sure.
The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Defrons or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quib Quib. And I will not flee because
Well, at
of
least he
petty
stands on
insults.
business, do you know? Do you know what, like, let's...
We should move on.
That's fair.
Goodbye, Talizora. Be well.
I'm surprised to hear
He's
you
not
say that.
unreasonable.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
Fair enough. Yeah, he's pretty anti-war with the Quarians. Let's say now that we've done all the chat, just so that you know if something happens, we don't have to redo that. That was a little bit rage baity, yeah. But hey, do you know what? Be proud of the Quib Quib, like own it. Be proud of your ship. Like the Quib Quib could be like, you know, the Mako, like the real
The
MVP.
human can work it out, I'll admit that much.
If anyone can retake the Alarai, Talizora can.
Well, we're certainly gonna try.
Talizora Vas Nima. Oh, sorry. I mean Vas Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard Vas Normandy.
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the Alarai?
I'm afraid I don't know much.
Nobody knows,
Not many
but
Marines made it
probably
back from
Geth.
the initial assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though. More than there should have been.
There shouldn't have been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the Alarai.
Oh. Okay.
Let's head to the
That's not
Alarai.
great.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth.
Let's go.
Kira Selai.
Look, the thing is, our main problem with the Geth in this story, not the Quarians, but Shepard's main problem with the Geth, is that they are currently working for or controlled by the Reapers, right? But we don't know why they are working with the Reapers. We don't know if the Reapers can control synthetics the same way that they can, you know, we established that Sovereign could sort of mind control certainly organic races, which is basically what happened to both Saren and Benezia and pretty much anyone else who was in contact with the Reapers for too long. They were sort of, you know, affected and a bit, you know, mind controlled by that. And it's entirely possible that, you know, the Reapers could do that to the Geth as well, or it could just be that the Geth are aligned with the Reapers by virtue of the Reapers wiping out organic races like the Quarians, which, you know, solves their problem. So again, you know, the enemy of my enemy, like we could potentially find common ground. Right. Oh.
Hostile spotted.
I swear, every time I come back from having played something else, I'm like, oh yeah, these are the controls. This is how things work. Okay, we're back.
Combat drone away.
Let's take that combat.
One down.
No, I guess it's. Should definitely get that on. They're gone. okay. Got some money and got a log.
Something's slowing down the systems. We're taking down the firewalls to rebalance load distribution. Railzora ordered us to bypass standard safeties. Following security protocols will take too long.
Okay. So Tali's father was saying, yeah, we don't need security for this, which could be why the Geth arrived. Yeah. Can we call Udina Vass Anderson's fist? He's connected to it. Oh, you. Right, okay. Repair drone. Talk to Tali.
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father. Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haystrom.
What made a part worth sending back to your father?
It had to be in working order, something that could be analyzed and integrated into other technology. Anything new had priority. Technology the Geth had developed themselves.
Right, that makes sense.
Signs of modification, clues to their thinking.
How did you get these things to your father?
Sometimes I left packages at secure drops in civilized areas. Someone on pilgrimage would see that it was shipped home. For very valuable finds, I'd signal home, and Father would send a small ship.
Haystrom was a war zone. How
Hi,
did you
Sean, how are
salvage
you?
gear in the middle of all that?
Thank you for
These
joining
suits
from
have
California.
more pockets than you'd think. Quarians have learned how to
Yeah, you'd
salvage
think, like-
whatever we can, whenever we can. Within reason. We're not Vorcha, but we repair what most people would throw away. Hundreds of the ships in our fleet were salvaged wrecks, either found dead in space or purchased for next to nothing.
I do feel like in Mass Effect, people need to stop sending dangerous stuff. Like, stop FedExing, like, Geth parts or Rachni eggs. Like, can we just stop mailing dangerous things around the galaxy? That would be great.
Does that salvaged gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
No, I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or self-repair.
Yes,
I don't know which possibility is
she
worse.
was taking
That I
measures
got
to try and
sloppy
avoid
sent
this,
something
at least,
dangerous,
so she
or
wasn't being
that
reckless.
Father actually did all this.
You shouldn't trust UPS with your biohazard vials? Like Umbrella Corps, if you can do all this stuff, like if you can build mansions with like weird swivelly doors and like hidden spaceships in the bunker, like if you can do all that, you can send things with like a trusted courier. Like, don't just get some Amazon delivery driver to just like yeet your, T-virus at someone's front porch. Like, take measures, guys. Am I planning to stream Dragon Age Origins after the Mass Effect trilogy? Yeah, do you know what? I think a lot of people have asked about Dragon Age, and I feel like it would make sense to, once we've played the Mass Effect trilogy, maybe that would be a brilliant time to do the Dragon Age original trilogy next. I have not played Veilguard, so I can't speak to that, and also I think that technically doesn't really fall into the retro gaming series of playing games that are 10 years older, 10 years or more, so I think certainly playing Origins 2 and Inquisition would make sense, and then we'll see. But yeah, I'm open to that, for sure. No, what am I doing? Well, greetings and salutations to you, Derpy Bacons, as well. If they leave the dangerous stuff where it is, then Shepard can loot it. Yeah, indeed, exactly so. Yeah, look, I think, obviously, Mass Effect and Dragon Age are really different, but they're also very similar. And it makes kind of sense to go. I think they were sort of coming out at the same time. It makes sense.
Who's running the system diagnostic? I didn't authorize. Oh, Keela. How many get their networked?
All of them. Railzora.
Shut it down. Shut everything down. They're in the system.
Yeah, so it does seem like they definitely reactivated and woke up, all of them, right? Okay, this is not the main objective, so we will check this out first. This is just more money. But we want that too. We've got to get all the upgrades. Hi Jane, how are you? Thank you for stopping by.
This should come in handy.
Guys, Jane Jackson, female rover herself, and Palika and Vanessa is in the chat with us today. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you are very well. Yes, we are big fans of Jane on this channel, and we are very excited to see what happens next in Wuthering Waves, and also new Enfield stuff just came out, right? Like patch 1.2, am I getting that right? I haven't had a chance to try Arcanine Enfield myself, but lots of stuff is happening in all of your games, which is very exciting. 1.2, yeah. How are you guys? Are you guys playing Enfield? Are you guys enjoying it? It looks really good. I just don't have time for more than one live service game. That's my excuse. It would be catastrophic if I got, like, roped into another one. I would never get anything done. Right. Let's see what else happened here.
Weapons are offline. Our mistake won't endanger the fleet. They're burning through the door. I don't have much time.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm so
not good.
sorry. Jonah, if you get this, be strong for Daddy. Mommy loves you very much.
Yeah, the Geth definitely killed people on this ship. I think we can conclude that that did happen. Which is not great. The thing is, I'm still on the fence about whether I will, in fact, stream other gachas, because while I am absolutely open to trying them and, you know, feel like that would be really fun, I can't commit to playing more than Wuthering Waves as a live service game. Like, I can't keep up with more than one. I simply don't have the time. And with that being said, I worry that if I just played, you know, a few hours of another gacha game, then people would absolutely misconstrue that and make it out to be some kind of statement on how I didn't think that the other games were good enough, or that I thought Wuthering Waves was better. Like, people would take the wrong impression away from that, right? They would make it into something it wouldn't be, and I think that would be unhelpful to everyone in this space, unfortunately. It would be used as an argument, you know, in favor of one game over another, and it should never be that. I am just a voice actor who also is a gamer, like many of us are, and I can have an interest in games that I don't work on simply from a player perspective, but unfortunately I think some people would try and use the fact that I am a voice actor in one gacha game to make anything I say or don't say or do in a different competing game a statement that it isn't meant to be. So I'm not sure if I'm going to stream those games. I'm still thinking about it. I'm open to it, but I think it depends on whether, you know, everyone could be mature about it. I know you guys could, so I'm not saying you, but yeah, I'm trying to think about whether that would just, you know, be a disservice to the community as a whole, because if it just ends up starting another round of arguments, then I feel like it didn't add any value. One thing I am considering is trying PGR, because given that that is another game by Kuro, I kind of feel like that is the least likely maybe to draw any sort of ire from anyone, because it's sort of like in the same vein of what I'm already doing, which is streaming Wuthering Waves. But yeah, we'll see. This is the thing. The problem is, people, like, even if I said, oh my god, this game is amazing, I like that too, I just don't have the time, then people would still be like, oh, Amanda Rochelle hates insert name of game, and I think that would be incredibly unhelpful. I think sometimes the problem as well is if you get too well known for one thing, then again you become seen as a spokesperson even if you're not officially that. So I think some people wouldn't be able to, or wouldn't want to, separate my opinions as a gamer from my opinions as a voice actor or a representative of a certain project. So it's a tricky one, even though it really shouldn't be, you know. I never act in an official capacity. I'm always just speaking as myself, and my opinions are just opinions, and no one should be using them as a a strong argument in any case. But yeah.
This console might have something. Most of the data is corrupted, but a few bits are left. They were performing experiments on Geth systems,
Right.
looking for new ways to overcome Geth resistance to reprogramming.
Okay, what do you think of
Do you
that?
think testing weapons on the Geth was right?
It's not testing weapons on prisoners, Shepard. I only sent Father parts. Even if he assembled them, they wouldn't be sapient. You saw what Saren and Sovereign did with the Geth. Any research that gives us an advantage is important.
Yeah, okay, so her argument is they're fighting us, we need to know how to protect ourselves.
Do you know what kind of tests your father was running?
No, Father just told me to send back any Geth technology I could find that wasn't a direct danger to the fleet. I suspected he might be testing weapons, but I thought he was just working on new ways to bypass shields or armor.
Anything useful?
Could any of that data clear your name?
Doubtful. This is mostly results data, effects of different disruptive hacking
so-
techniques. I don't understand all of it. But they may have been activating the Geth deliberately. I don't know. Nothing here says specifically, but if they were, then Father was doing something terrible. What was all this, Father? You promised you'd build me a house on the homeworld. Was this going to bring us back home?
It's a difficult thing, isn't it, that she's kind of starting to question what her father's motives would have been for doing this, and whether he's actually part of why this could happen.
You'll reclaim your homeworld someday, Tali. If your father can't help you, I will.
Taking back our planet would only be the beginning. We'd have to cannibalize our fleet to rebuild cities and infrastructure. It would take generations of gene therapy to readapt our immune system so we could live without suits again. We'd be adapting our entire culture. Again. Sometimes I wonder if it's actually worth it.
If you don't take back your home, the Geth win.
I won't let that happen. Not today. Not ever. At the very least, we can take back one ship. Come on.
Yeah, it's hard, I think, for her to, you know, to try and come to terms with the information she's finding. This dialogue is heated up, a bit of water. Yes, guys, we are, nothing is dropped. We are still playing Fatal Frame, we are still playing Disco Elysium, we are playing all these games. But yeah, this is what I mean, like, we're already at capacity, right? I'm playing 4 different games as often as I can, but because my schedule varies, it's, you know, it is when it is, and I think with that amount of stuff already, it's no time to try and add in anything new. But I'm always open to trying new things in the future, so we'll see how it all develops. Right, okay. This looks like a good point to... Okay. Oh, Tali, what are you doing? Tali, no. Why are you going into close combat? She's mad. Tali, that was entirely your own fault. I'm sorry, but... That was very reckless. Right. Sorry, that was so random. Like, why would you charge into... She did not hydrate, you're right. Tali, girl, please. Lots of ammo. Medkit. Yeah. Let's go back to the... There was a mission that lets you choose between AR shotgun or that sniper. Oh, yeah, you... Yeah. Yes, this is a very good sniper rifle. Definitely my favorite.
First entry. Our hacking attempts failed. The Geth have an adaptive consciousness. Hack one process and the others autocorrect. Still, we're making progress. Rail Zora is convinced we'll have a viable system in less than
What are they doing here?
This weapon will put our people back on the homeworld.
So they are trying to develop a weapon using Geth tech. Okay. Okay. Oh.
Father!
Yeah.
No. You always had a plan. Masked life signs or an onboard medical stasis program, maybe. You wouldn't. They're wrong. You wouldn't just die like this. You wouldn't leave me.
Hey, come here.
We may be renegade, but...
Damn it. I'm sorry.
You got nothing to be sorry about.
Maybe he would have known I'd come. Maybe he left a message.
Yeah, we're always going to be nice to our friends.
Tali, if you are listening, then I am dead. The Geth have gone active. I don't have much time. Their main hub will be on the bridge. You'll need to destroy it to stop their VI processes from forming new neural links. Make sure Hangerl and Daro Zen see the data. They must.
Okay, he did want them to see the data.
You don't know how he would have ended that message.
Yes. I do. Come on. Let's finish this.
Right. Okay, this is the side quest. Yeah, look, we're not above making a little Paragon choice or interrupt here or there. Again, I'm not playing with the aim of being an unpleasant person. I'm sort of playing this as, because you may recall that we were completely Paragon in Mass Effect 1, but I'm playing this more of Shepard is frustrated, right? Like, Shepard has died, Shepard has dealt with the Council, and Udina, and Shepard is, you know, frustrated by all these people that are sort of wasting time, not actually dealing with the threat that is very, very real. And that's kind of how I'm approaching this. There's no reason for Shepard to be nasty. Like, if someone is a bad person, like, you know, if people are murderers or mercenaries, or, you know, they've shown no sympathy or empathy for other people, Shepard matches that energy when you play them as Renegade, but I don't personally see any, like, there's no benefit to being unpleasant, right? Like, surely the aim here is to save people. Okay, so we've got Geth here, but we've also got a figurine for our collection. Right, we do have a nasty big Geth that we need to deal with. See, because it will do that. Which, right in the crotch, sorry about that. So yeah, let's play chicken with that one. Okay. There we go. Right, and let's see what else is here before we end that mission. Paragon Shepard is also, I think, pretty satisfying. I think Renegade Shepard isn't for everyone, and I get that. But I think there's a way that I can play Renegade Shepard quite easily that I find doesn't feel like I'm just being a rude, mean person for the sake of being it, but because it's necessary for someone to be that person who's like, we need to get our shit together, guys.
This console is linked to the main hub Father mentioned. Disabling it shut down any Geth we missed. It looks like some of the recordings remained intact. They'll tell us how this happened, what Father did.
How tall am I? 3 Carlottas. I am 5'8" or 172, 73 centimeters, depending on what measurement you're using. I'd say I'm normal height for Europe. maybe it's different wherever you guys are from.
You sound like you don't really want to hear it.
No. We have to. I know. This is terrible, Shepard. I don't want to know that he was part of this.
We gotta find the truth, Tali. Come on.
Do we have enough parts to bring more online?
Okay, he was definitely bringing them online.
Will let us add 2 more Geth to the network.
He was building a Geth network.
A breakthrough on systemic viral attacks. Perhaps we should inform the Admiralty Board.
And he did not inform the Admiralty Board.
We're too close.
Right.
I promised to build my daughter a house on the home world. I'm not going to sit and wait while the politicians are.
So he kind of did do what they said he did.
If Tali Zora could send back more working material.
And he didn't tell her.
I don't want Tali exposed to any political blowback.
But that proves her innocence. Condemns him, but proves her innocence.
Send more new Geth with what we have. Bypass security protocols if need be.
And that's probably why he said they have to see it, right? So he was talking about the people who were most... I think he mentioned the 2 people who were the most against this, right? But it dishonors him but exonerates her, because basically he's like, no, Tali cannot know and doesn't know.
Your father was deliberately networking the Geth to Sapiens to do weapons tests.
Yeah.
Breaks our most sacred laws.
It's not
laws
good.
That predate our flight from the homeworld. Everything here is his fault. I tried to pretend it didn't point to him, but this... When this comes up in the trial, they'll... We can't tell them. Not the admirals, not anyone.
Rael Zora doesn't need you to worry about him anymore. You heard him say he didn't want you to be caught in the politics.
You don't understand, Shepard. They would strike his name from the manifest of every ship he ever served on. He would be worse than an exile. He'd be a traitor to our people, held up for children as a monster in a cautionary tale. I can't let all the good he did be destroyed for this, Shepard.
I don't think that it necessarily implies that he's a weapons dealer. Like, yes, he was developing a weapon, but it's not for the aim of selling it to some third party to go and fight another war somewhere else, right? He was developing it specifically for the purpose of winning the conflict between the Quarian and the Geth and beating them back so that they could reclaim their homeworld, right? Which they've had to leave because the Geth basically drove them out, right? So I think it was out of desperation and for the purpose of his own people, rather than, like, I'm not saying that's fine then, but I'm just saying he didn't develop a weapon to sell to some third party for financial gain. It was, I think, desperation at the Quarian Geth conflict. Yes, I am very excited about The Expanse Osiris Reborn. I will definitely want to play that. So maybe we can do that on stream. I need like 24 additional hours per day, because then I could be a full-time streamer, and then I could also be a full-time everything else that I do. That would be great. Yeah, he is unfortunately everything they're saying he is.
Tali, without this evidence, you're looking at exile.
You think I don't know that? You think I want to live knowing that I can never see the fleet again? But I can't go back into that room and say that my father was the worst war criminal in our people's history.
Yeah, let's not lead with that if we don't have to.
We're not going to decide anything here.
Let's see
what the admirals say once we get back.
If we need to.
You're my captain in this hearing, Shepard. It's your decision. But please, don't destroy what my father was. Come on. If we wait too long, they'll decide we're already dead, and none of this will matter.
Alright. Carlotta would fix things? Would Carlotta just shoot everyone on the Admiralty board? Alright. I actually can't remember all the outcomes of this, but let's just save in case we just absolutely tank this. Alright, so they just assume we're dead.
There is no reason to think Tali Zora survived.
It's Sounds like the hearing.
So it was like half an hour. Yeah. Let's try and avoid sharing that information if we don't need to.
Is the Admiralty Board prepared to render judgment?
I object.
Sorry we're late.
You didn't waste much time declaring us dead. Go get your ship.
We apologize, Shepard. Your success in taking back the Alarai is very unexpected.
But also very welcome.
Did you find anything on the Alarai that could clarify what happened there?
Let's see what our options are, guys.
Shepard, please.
Does Captain Shepard have any new evidence to submit to this hearing?
Let's try and go for a Paragon. Sorry, a Renegade power through.
Tali's achievements are the only evidence you should need. Come on, Tali. We're leaving.
What?
This is a formal proceeding.
Wrong, Admiral. This is a sham. You're trying to build sympathy for the Geth to forestall the war effort.
That is completely...
And you want all the messy experiments covered up so you can throw your fleet at the Geth. Do whatever you want with your toy ships, but leave my crew out of your political bullshit. We have no new evidence. You can accept Tali's word, or you can exile the woman who saved the Citadel from the Geth.
Are the admirals prepared to render the judgment?
Good thing we talked to them all, right?
Tali Zora, in light of your history of service, we do not find sufficient evidence to convict. You are cleared of all charges. Commander Shepard, please accept these gifts in appreciation for you taking the time to represent one of our people.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Shepard called that bluff entirely. She was like, right, we're out, bye. Interesting. I like it. Well played, Shep. Well played. Look, Paragon also has a really nice, and this is why I'm saying I equally enjoy playing completely Paragon and completely Renegade. I think they're both really good, and I absolutely would encourage anyone who loves this game to try it both ways. Like, play it twice. Have two Shepards. Have a male Shepherd be one alignment, have a female Shepherd be the other alignment. Great. Romance two different people. Get your money's worth. Honestly, it's great however you play it. It feels incredibly satisfying. I am gonna say...
If you appreciate me, then listen. The Reapers are coming. I'm going to need your help to stop them. Please don't throw away your lives against the Geth.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. I hope this board carefully considers your advice.
Yeah, we need all hands on deck, guys. I like the Shepard's just like...
This hearing is concluded. Go in peace, Tali Zora Vas Normandy. Kila Salai.
Kila Salai.
I can't believe you pulled that off.
Well, neither can I.
Said, it's been a while since anyone shouted down the Admiralty Board. I think it was good for them. Thank you for being there for my father and me. Even when... Thank you.
We can still go back in and get you exiled if you want.
Thanks. But I'm fine with things like this. It's fun watching you shout.
Tali, about what your father said. What he did. You deserved better.
I got better, Shepard. I got you.
Come on, Tali Zora Vas Normandy. Let's get back to our ship.
Thank you.
Hey, I mean, we did a renegade thing. I wonder if we can speak to these guys again.
The Alarai was a good stuff.
Oh.
There are lots more Geth out there that need kit.
Hello again, Commander. Good luck, Tali.
Okay, I don't know if we can.
Damn, Shepard. Been a while since I saw anyone rail at the admirals like that. Guess they can't court-martial you, though. Glad they're off your back, ma'am. and that you didn't have to give him that evidence you found on the LRI.
How does he know about
I
that?
didn't say anything about finding
How does he
evidence.
know that?
Noticed that, ma'am.
Okay, Kalriga, what kind of intel do you have?
What's your take on the war? Are the admirals gonna try to retake the homeworld?
I won't shy away from a
thank
fight,
you.
but if the Admiral's still
I would
defeated,
be
again, all
honored
they'll
to
get
voice
back
someone
is
in League of
scrap metal.
Legends.
The best bet would be for us to find another way.
That would be really
A
cool.
soldier can't say unless his superiors ask.
Any idea what your next assignment is going to be?
I'm gonna be escorting more techs around to look
Yeah,
for
he's
signs
probably
of
just
dark energy
deceptive,
buildup.
right? He's a
Maybe
cool
see if they
character.
can
I'm glad
figure
he's
out what's
alive.
causing it. Wherever they send me, it'll have to be less exciting than Haystrom.
Stay safe out there, Rieger.
You too, Shepard.
I like that we can actually speak to them now.
Carl, just call me Tali.
I'll work on that, ma'am.
I like that we can kind of get this kind of closure. Let's see if she has anything new to say.
Very impressive speech, Commander Shepard. But tell me truly, did you recover any of Rael Zora's research on the LRI?
Nothing that will help you, Admiral.
Pity. Oh well. Whatever is created can
Oh,
be
so she learned
recreated.
absolutely
In
nothing.
any event, I am pleased that our talk regarding the war conundrum allowed you to help Tali. Her exile would have been unfortunate.
I hope you reclaim your homeworld someday. I don't care how you do it. Only that you succeed.
Okay, disagree with that.
Thank you, Commander.
Okay, but I do hope they reclaim their homeworld.
Zara was innocent after all.
Okay, let's just talk to these guys too.
You called us on the carpet out there, Shepard, and you were right. Thank you. Tali shouldn't have been involved in that argument.
You own a Tali
me,
Funko
though,
Pop signed by the
honestly,
voice actress? That's cool.
What did you find over there? You spoke well, but I know a feint when I see it.
Nothing the fleet ever needs to find out about.
Admiral, you know I'd turn over anything of value to the fleet. What we found there wasn't.
I'll take your word for it, Tali. Not that I have much choice. Fight well and fly safe, kid. Your father would be proud of you.
Is this Simon Templeman? I can't remember.
Very impressive, Shepard. Thank you for your help on the LRI.
It is, yeah.
And thank you for helping Rael Zora's daughter.
I remember
you
some
stood
voices.
for her when we failed. We were wrong.
Oh, thank
to
you,
let our
Derby
own
Bacon. I
concerns
appreciate
about
that.
the war overshadow Tali's trial.
The galaxy needs more people saying what you're saying, Admiral. Good luck.
Thank you, Commander.
Yeah, I was like, wait. Remember, we are pushing for peace. And let's speak to Shalaran as well.
The Admirals thought they were humbling you by forcing you to represent her, Shepard. I'm glad they were wrong. You didn't mention survivors. Did you find real Tali? I am sure he would have left you a message if he'd had time.
We found Rael's body. He left a message for Tali.
I can only imagine how horrible this is for you, child. But at least you got to hear your father tell you he loved you.
Yes. Thank you, Admiral.
Good luck on your mission. No matter how dark it gets, the fleet is always with you.
I mean, this was as happy
Keep us alive.
an outcome as we could have hoped to get, I think. I don't know that there's anything else we can do here. I think now we've spoken to everyone, we've looted everything. I think this is where we can leave and return to the Normandy. Okay. Tali Zora has been cleared of all charges and her trust in Shepard ensures her loyalty on the mission. Political ramifications of Quarian war efforts against Geth are troubling. Likely to need Quarian forces against Reapers, cannot risk additional instability. Yeah. Cool. And we found a shield upgrade and some tech damage, which again will come in handy. Nice. Yeah, it's a really good mission. I really like this bit of lore. We get to hear about Quarians, and I think it's just interesting and well written.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private
Oh,
terminal.
no shot. Okay. What's this? Someone's emailed us. So, Diana says, Commander Shepard, Arya Tloke told me where to send this. I'm Neff's mother, Diana. We talked when you came to investigate her death. Arya also told me that a dead Asari woman was found in one of the wealthy apartments, that she was the one who killed my daughter. Thank you. I don't know who brought you into my life, but thank you for avenging my daughter. My Neff deserved better than this. I couldn't give it to her, but you at least killed the bitch who took what little she had away. Gratefully, Diana. So that was from Samara's loyalty mission, where you had to track down her daughter Morinth, who was an Ardad, which is kind of like an Asari energy vampire succubus kind of situation. She was killing people, and we stopped her. So yeah, well, you guys know what time it is. It's feed the fish time, and then we can chat to Tali. Yeah, not the pragmatic Diana. No, this is a different one. This is another unrelated Diana. Hello, Space Hamster. Squeak. And look at that. I think our ship collection here is complete. And remember, like, the space helmet we found, Shepard's old helmet, is on the desk now. I think that's kind of cool. Cartwheel, do I clean my room today? If you don't respond, that means no. If you do, I'll get back to work. Cartwheel would tell you, you should clean your room. But you can listen at the same time if you need motivation. Don't ever ask me if something should be cleaned. The answer will always be yes, guys. Yeah, sorry, Hamster. Can you, like, cure the genophage? And also, can you give us, like, a soundbite about how to resolve the Quarian-Geth conflict? In, like, 30 words or less. Okay, actually, very, very eloquent. Squeak. Do a Fleur-de-Lis voice just for Shepard's choices? That might be funny. That could have been Agent 47's Diana. I should fish my feed. How am I? I am well. How are you, Dejin Magic? Oh, you already finished Pragmata? What? Hasn't it been out for like a day? My god, you guys are quick. Right, okay, let's just do them one by one. Yeah, I'm like, how long is that game? Did you just take like 24 hours off and lock in? I'm impressed, but also, dang. Speaking of Fleur-de-Lis's voice, can I say this trial is a joke in her voice? This trial is a joke. Yeah, she should have been there. Imagine if Fleur-de-Lis had been a lawyer. She would have some choice words for that. Silent, hollow words, is what she would say. Okay. Let's just build all these upgrades. And let's chat. Do we think the Space Hamster knows Lumi? Maybe. Maybe.
Shepard, how can I help?
Do you got any more songs for us?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Oh, Shepard's looking
Having trouble
spicy
working
again.
between your interruptions and Edie's insistence that insane experiments endanger entire crew. Hard to concentrate. Affecting morale. Anything else?
Okay, I'll leave you to it.
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need.
Now that we're getting like proper renegade, like Shepard's looking a little rough there. Garrus, I hope you like women who look like zombies, because that's what you're getting.
Commander, can I help you with something?
Try not to be weird, Shepard.
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Failed.
I'm good, Shepard. Ready for anything.
Yeah.
We live,
Fist
we'll get
bump.
loud and spill some drinks on the Citadel.
All right.
We'll talk later.
At least she's not being weird with him. Yeah, we can match scars with Garrus now.
No messages for you, Commander.
I think that's the right way to do it. You call Labubu Gen C gremlins? Yeah, I think I'm probably not the target audience for Labubu. You know, I don't like mind them, but I also don't know that I understand them.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Of course, Shepard. Join me.
I've been thinking about you.
And I, you.
Oh.
Will you hear my confession, Shepard?
What?
Lately, it feels like all our discussions are confessions.
What is this?
I've been introspective since I came aboard. That needs to change. When I married Irika, the Hanar let me leave their service to raise a family. But I had no other skills, so I freelanced. When Irika was killed, I pursued those responsible. Once I'd eliminated them, I had no goal. I accepted the Dantiest commission because I didn't know what else to do.
Oh, we can give you a purpose, sir.
I guess you're lucky we came along when we did.
I'm
It was an
Labubu.
intervention by the gods.
I don't know if I want to be
Died in that
Labubu.
penthouse. I would have fulfilled my contract. If Nasana's guards caught me afterwards, it would have been a good death.
Yeah, it's
But
almost
someone
as
else
if
was
Thane has
pushing
reached
to
and
reach the
Shepard has
target,
flexibility.
forcing me to move faster, challenging me. I had to reach her first.
You're alive because I wounded your pride?
Pride is the line between a professional and a thug.
Thanks.
Your
You're
mission
welcome.
gave me purpose, a cause to die for, a chance to atone. I was able to speak to my son again. I can leave my body in peace.
Why does everyone have dark eye bags? Because we are heavily caffeinated and we never sleep. We're just going from one mission to the other. So everyone's just like, I don't know, like slumming it on Omnigel and Medigel and just like, we're not okay.
We got a long way to go before you can rest.
I know. I'm prepared for whatever comes.
Glad to have you on the ship. Sorry, I thought that was going to go somewhere else. It was just like, I've been thinking about you and you. Like, that was a bit... What?
Do you need something?
Anything else?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Later. I'd like to consider what we've already discussed.
We are starting to look a little bit like a
shall
Sith
return to
Lord.
my meditations.
But let's see here. I think, you know, we're also getting up there, right? It's funny how, like, in here, we're like, I'm fine. I think what is happening is in here, it's balancing out and it's giving us the net sum, which is kind of like, you're like a little renegade. Whereas out here, it's just going for like the higher score. Do you skip school tomorrow? You don't want to run 8 in the morning? Look, I'm never gonna... All jokes aside, I'm never gonna encourage people to skip school, you know, unless there's a good reason, because... Unfortunately, we all kind of do have to go to school and learn stuff. So while I appreciate not always wanting to, I don't think I can, like, in good conscience say, yeah, don't go to school. Of course, if you're not well, that's a different situation, but yeah. Shepard misreading signals? Couldn't be Shepard. Shepard is completely normal. How are you? Yeah, don't skip school. You've got this. You've got this.
Shepard.
I wanted to check in.
I am always happy to talk with
I
you.
gave Samara her, like, alternate outfit, which is black, because, I don't know, I kind of feel like she's grieving. Felt appropriate.
I'm interested in hearing more about Asari Justicars.
Tell us something about that. I don't know if you can get wasted in Kasumi's
We
bar.
hold a unique place in Asari culture. Justicars are from another era. Young Asari grow up watching vids about our adventures. Pure fiction, of course. Some Asari are uncomfortable with us, but so few Justicars exist that most have never met one.
There are only a few Justicars?
Few Asari wish to make the sacrifices necessary to become one of us, and the training has a high casualty rate. It is a life
interesting.
of
I
constant
wonder why.
danger. Throughout the entire galaxy,
I wonder
there are
why
only a handful of us at any time.
the training specifically would... It sounds terrible, just Shepard being like, sucks to be you.
This code of the Justicar seems central to your life.
It is 5,000 sutras and covers every situation one can encounter. I have memorized every word. There is only the code.
Sometimes justice calls for mercy.
It does not exist to bring about spiritual enlightenment. Its purpose is to punish the wicked and protect the innocent.
Yes, there is a way you can, even with renegade scars, you can remove them, so like cosmetically you look as if you have no scars. I don't know. I tend not to remove them. I feel like this is quite extreme. I kind of feel like it would be cool if it was just like a little bit of it. Like a cool scar. Like, this is a bit far, but I also kind of feel like it's a shame to lose them completely. I kind of wish there was an option to sort of lock them at, like, the desired effect. Am I remembering this wrong, guys? Or no matter what you do you just completely... I feel like by Mass Effect 3, you just don't have the scars regardless. I feel like you go back to being fully, like, baby-faced. Is that... Am I remembering that right? So it kind of doesn't matter in the long term. It's just aesthetic.
The Asari I've spoken to seem conflicted about Justicars.
In this age, people see shades of gray everywhere. The code of the Justicar is black and white. I might seem a hero to many, but I would kill all of them if I had to.
You can get drunk at Kasumi's bar? Okay, we'll try that. We'll try that. For sure.
The Asari I've spoken to seem...
In this age, I might seem a hero to many, but I would kill all of them if I had to.
What role do you think Justicars have in Asari society?
I would say that the closest human equivalent is a knight-errant in your medieval lore. Perhaps mixed with a bit of samurai.
Oh, okay, so just incredibly cool then.
What does your code say about killing?
I am compelled to kill the wicked. If a Justicar is involved, peaceful solutions are long past.
You make killing sound so casual.
I remember each being I have slain. They are always in my thoughts.
Thank you, Droodle. Yeah, I think having light scars is kind of like the sweet spot for me, because this does look a little intense. But I think, like, she fell out of a spaceship and, like, you know, face palmed the Earth. I was gonna say, like, she banged her head into the ground of a planet. So, like, I think having a few scars, I think, you know, on a metaphorical level, I think it works, right? Mass Effect 2 Shepard, especially if you've been Paragon and very idealistic in Mass Effect 1, I think has a very rude awakening, right? You die. You lose everything. All my credits. The Council backstabs you. Like, everything kind of goes wrong. Cerberus is your only ally. You kind of, your paramour from the first game, whether it's Ashley, Caden, or Liara, is to an extent separated from you a little bit. Like, you've lost a lot, and it's all pretty grim, right? And I kind of think having those slight scars feels appropriate, certainly if you're playing a Renegade Shepard, to the stakes and severity of the mission. So, yeah.
Does the code forbid romantic involvement?
It does not. However, I would never be interested in such. That part of my life is well behind me.
Derby Bacons, go to school. Go to school, study so you can get a great job that you enjoy, and then you can be financially comfortable and do whatever you want in your free time. That's winning.
You could meet someone who reawakens those desires.
I am nearly 1,000 years old. I know myself and my desires.
Far be it from me to mother you then.
Is quite welcome.
You know about knights errant and samurai?
When I knew I must leave Asari space again, I studied the history and morals of new species. When I was a maiden wandering the galaxy, humans had not yet arrived.
What did your studies tell you about us?
You are more individualistic than any other species I have encountered. If 3 humans are in a room, there will be 6 opinions. I like your
She's not wrong.
I am curious to see what you will do.
I should go.
That's true. I would still say, as someone who is an adult, overall, I don't wish that I was a teenager again. I don't even wish I was in my early 20s again. I am pretty content to have the age I have, to be at the point of my life that I'm in. I think you calm down a lot at a certain age, and it's a good space to be in. You care less what people think about you, and you feel more sure of yourself and your own choices and your own preferences, and it's a nice place to be, because you can just not worry about a whole lot of things that I used to worry about, and I'm sure that's the same for most people. And again, you have the, you know, full freedom, great responsibility, right? But also you can do whatever you want. And so if you can find the balance where you can, you know, mostly be a sensible adult who takes care of yourself, you can also absolutely stay up playing video games all night and eat candy for breakfast if you really want to. Just don't do it every time.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe another time.
When do you reach that state? You just wake up one day and you're like, oh no, it's happened. The switch has been flicked.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
The point I'm making is, I think if I can give anyone one piece of advice, it's don't worry about aging. You have lots of time. And, you know, I remember being 10 and thinking that 20 was like a full-grown adult, right? Like, I remember being 18 and thinking people in their 30s were unks and aunties, right? Like, I remember thinking 60 was like the end of your life. However, we're all living longer, and, you know, we're all retaining a better quality of life. So the thing is, being 30, like in your 30s, it's still just being a fairly young adult. Being in your 40s is just being an adult. Being in your 50s is just being an adult. Being 60 is a mature adult. 70, like, feeling old is a state of mind, right? I have a grandmother. She's in her 90s. She still lives in her house. She gardens. She's out there mowing her own grass without an electric lawnmower. She's just like doing it manually. She's writing articles. She doesn't realize that she's in her 90s, right? Like, not because she's got dementia or anything, but like, it just doesn't occur to her that she should be old and frail, so she's not. And of course, illness is a different situation that can happen to anyone indiscriminately, but I do think I really would encourage people to not worry about turning 30 or 40, or you're going to be fine. You're going to wake up and you're going to be like, oh, I feel the same as I did yesterday. It's not the end of anything. Hey, look, I can share Unk wisdom because I'm an Unk, so. Here's the thing. I think the true thing that people regret, if anything, the reason I think people stress about their age is either that they feel like there are certain milestones they have to hit at a certain time because society tells them to. I would encourage everyone to try and like challenge that and say, why? Is it actually too late if I do it at a different time? Everyone's timeline is not going to look the same. People have different priorities, different possibilities, different advantages and disadvantages, right? Other people's timeline does not matter. There's only your timeline. You will do the best you can with the choices given to you, and some things will happen early, some things will happen late. It's all fine. It's going to happen when it happens, and it's fine. I don't believe that things are too late if you don't magically have them done by a certain age. I did not get success as a voice actor when I was 15. That happened much later in life. I didn't even go to drama school until much later in my career. Like, there are a lot of things where people might say, oh, if you haven't done it by this time, it's too late. I disagree. I switched careers as an adult. Like, it's fine. It's possible, right? Don't worry about it. And I think if we just all do the best we can, we're honest with ourselves about what we actually want to do with our lives, what's important to us, and we are brave enough to pursue those things to the best of our ability with the opportunities given to us, we will have no regrets and the fear of aging goes away. It's just my point. Right, let's flirt with Garrus.
Need me for something?
Yes, I do, Garrus.
Have you got a minute?
Definitely. Part of me still thinks we're crazy for even considering blowing off steam, but I want to try it with you. I want a few moments that are just for us before we throw ourselves into hell for the good of the galaxy.
Oh no, we can break up. No, I feel the same way.
I want that too, Garrus.
Glad to hear it. I'll do some, research and figure out how to, Okay, that sounded bad.
I love this because it's just so awkward. Like, I appreciate about that romance that they made it just a bit awkward, and it's also kind of funny that for someone like Garrus, who always has a great witty line, to like put his foot in his mouth and say some absolute nonsense, because I guess Shepard just kind of throws him. I think that's great. So that this is the option, by the way, if anyone's curious. If you want to heal the scars, you can buy this upgrade and you can do that. I'm not going to do that. But yes, we are romancing Garrus. I think he's a really good match for Renegade Shep. Also, I like to have him in my party because more infiltrators. Yay. So yeah. Right, we spoke to everyone here. Oh, we did not get drunk in Kasumi's bar. My bad. Is it this one? Or is this Samara? No, this is the one. Okay. Right, okay. Red, blue. What do we think? Red. We're Paragon. I mean, Renegade. Let's try it. Yeah, drink it. Go for it. Oh, we made a purple drink. Right, we mixed them. I guess. She does look like Chucky a little bit. You're not wrong. Okay, have another. I like that Kasumi's just there like, sure, like, help yourself to my liquor, Shepard, but also... Wait, so if I only drink the blue... What does it do? What does the red and blue do? I think we mixed red and blue, didn't we? Okay, so let's have the red one. Just the red. So we had a mixed one. We had the purple, we had the blue. Now we're just gonna have the... Okay, one will make us see the truth. Oh my god, no. Shepard, are you okay?
Shepard, the women's restroom is on the starboard side of the ship.
Okay, Shepard, you got this. You got this. Men's restroom. No. Women's restroom. You okay, Shepard? You gonna just have a shower now? You gonna... Okay. I like that. That was kind of cute. Shepard is a menace. Right, let's just go and chat to our friends here. We need to unpack this whole thing with Tali. Alright.
Keela, I'm sorry I dragged you into
That's alright.
All that infighting, seeing what my father
What's a bit of politics between
You were the only
friends?
one there for me, Shepard. The
Yeah,
only cover
we're
I
having
had
this
against
conversation
that
while we're
storm.
drunk.
Thank you.
I imagine they're trying to fill your father's spot on the Admiralty Board. What will that do to the balance of power?
I have no idea. Being exiled might have made it easier.
Oh.
A few people are suggesting me as a candidate.
Hydrate or Garrus
Replacing
breaks up
an
with
admiral
Shepard.
takes time, though. You may not have noticed, but Quarians like to debate.
Drunk Shepard route on top of the Paragon Renegade ones would be cool. Yeah, we need like the third one that's just like Shepard just says something really out of pocket.
Are Quarian politics always like that?
No. Sometimes it can actually get unpleasant. We're a very social people, Shepard. We have to be to make up
Yeah, that
for being
makes sense.
stuck in these suits. And part of that means getting involved in each other's business.
Yes, you should definitely play it again. Now's a great time. Always play it again.
The whole trial was insulting. You should have had time to mourn your father.
I don't think life is about what you deserve. But my father would be honored that I chose to mourn him by blowing up a lot of gas. I should get back to work. But thanks for checking on me.
Thoughts, guys? Is Tali speaking in an accent that is like... that we think is modeled after any real accent? Or is it sort of like a... Because she's doing this thing where she is kind of giving a little bit of Eastern European to me, but I'm not Eastern European. So, like, what is that thing that she's doing? Do we think this matches a real accent? Does anyone go like, yeah, this is absolutely mine, and I am from Middle Eastern? Yeah? I mean, I guess we agree on East. I think it's all like, from the perspective of where you are, what is it most adjacent to? I could see that. I like it, though. I like whatever she does. Italian? I don't know. I'm just curious.
What can we do for you, Commander?
To me, it feels Eastern European, but I say that as a European person, so that's probably like the closest that I have exposure to. But there's that like interesting thing where it has this sort of clipped. Her voice actor is Iranian, yeah, but you saw them as Russian. Yes, this is the thing. I felt to me that it had sort of a Slavic sort of tone, but again, I'm not Eastern European, so I could not say accurately what she's going for. But I'd be really curious to know what she is doing. It sounds great, whatever it is.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Right. Let's also speak to our friend Jack, who is lurking in the basement. Hey, girl.
Hey. What's happening? You got a lot of questions, don't you? If I want to talk to you, I will.
Been thinking. We've seen a lot of shit together now, and you're always coming to talk to me. It's just, I'm not really a girls' club kind of person. I like you, all right? That's a good place.
Oh, you think we're flirting? That's funny. Bless. That was a nice way of saying, yeah, I'm not interested, Shepard. Will I play Pragmata? Look, I think it looks great. I don't have time to play more games right now, but I'm not opposed to playing it in future if I have more time. I like that she's like, yeah, Shepard, I'm not into girls. Oh, Grunt. Gotta chat to Grunt as well. Have I tried putting Jack in her alternate outfit? I have. I've checked them out.
Shepard.
I kind of feel like the chunkier outfit feels very different. Like, I kind of like her tattoos. I don't know. Being rejected when you didn't even make a move. Yeah, do you know what? Fair enough, Jack. She's just like, Shepard, you're lame.
Just checking in. How are you doing?
Battlemaster, I have everything. Clan,
I know.
and enemies to fight.
Why is...
That's all for now.
Shepard being so weird with Jacob exclusively. I wonder, if you're playing male Shepard, does male Shepard, like, is he greasy with Miranda, just like by default? Is it kind of the same that they were just like, hey, you are the opposite gender? I don't know. How many games am I playing outside the stream? None. Guys, I don't have that kind of time. I only play the games that you are seeing me play on stream. I genuinely wish I had more time, but I don't. So what you're seeing is the games that I'm currently playing. I'm playing Disco Elysium with Alex Gelf, who has not played it before, so that's really fun. I'm replaying this with you guys. I'm playing Wuthering Waves when you see me play Wuthering Waves, which is typically when there's like a main patch, new update. I'll do that. I'll try and do one main stream where we do the main story, and then I'll do another one where we kind of mop up other side stuff. And then I'm playing the horror games. So currently Fatal Frame 2. I have no more time for video games. As you can see, some weeks like this one, I can only do one stream because I'm too busy. So yeah, I play no games outside of this. That's also why I stream more this year. It's because I'm like, well, I have no time to play video games. And this way I can justify it and say, I'm doing work. This is like networking. This is like promotion. So yeah. Do I do any other job besides voice acting? Yes. I have a day job like most voice actors do. So yeah, I do a bit of everything. Essentially, I'm doing 3 separate things that you could all classify as work in the sense that it is relevant to my career and I do make some kind of money of it. I'm obviously a voice actor. I also do performance capture. I also do screen acting and every once in a blue moon stage acting, but that's very rare. I do acting. I teach at a drama school. I still do consulting work because, as some of you know, I have a legal background, and I also obviously now stream. So between those things, I work all the time. So this is, you are literally, my downtime where I play video games is the time that I'm streaming with you guys. So you get to see the entirety of my playing video games. It's also why I'm always so nonsensical when I'm streaming. It's because I'm so tired. You need a doppelganger who will go to work while I stream. Yeah. Exactly. We need 2 of me. One can sit at home and play video games all day. The other one can do all my work. Yeah, it's a lot of games, and most games I'm playing seems like a time taker. Yeah. Yeah, this is the thing. I like short games too, but I have no more time right now. Right. It's like therapy. I'm glad. I'm glad. My day is comfy. My day is comfy. I'm having a good time with you guys. Okay, right. I think we should go and do Kasumi's loyalty mission because that one is absolutely hilarious. But first, we're going to do the usual midpoint break. I'm just going to take a few minutes. I'm going to go to the bathroom, hopefully not get attacked by a thresher more. I'm going to refill my water bottle, and I'll be back in a few minutes. So, take care, guys. Go and do your own little break now. If you need anything, this is the time to grab it. Yeah, make a pizza, share it with us all. Don't put pineapple on. And I'll be right back. So I'm going to put you on BRB and see you soon. All right, guys, I am back. I have made tea in Mugdalese. Shout out to Yennefer, who's probably sleeping because this is the middle of the night in Australia. Have I done any ads voiceover? I don't think so. I think I'm not necessarily suited for it because I think, unfortunately, even when I'm trying my best, I feel like I always come across as sort of disingenuous. Do you like toothpaste? Like, I feel like even when I'm trying to be sincere, I sound like I'm just, like, being unserious. It's funny, for being known predominantly for serious roles, I feel like I'm quite goofy as a person. So, there's like a mismatch between, you know, sounds like she would kill you is a goofball. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like certainly those of you who've been watching me stream for a while will have realized that I'm absolutely a gremlin too. The same way that Cardathea pretends to be like cool as Fleur de Lis, Amanda Rochelle pretends to be any kind of like composed, sensible, measured person. In reality, she's just an absolute weirdo, but it comes out when she's playing video games. So yeah, I'm the head gremlin. Hey, this is the thing, guys. The people who don't watch these streams, you're a smaller group, right? The people who watch these streams, you've seen the truth. The people who only come for Wuthering Waves, they still have the illusion that I'm someone who, I don't know, has any kind of dignity and grace. So yeah. We gremlin. Acting allows you to put forward a different side of yourself. Yeah, I think we all have the capability to be different versions of ourselves. I think that makes total sense. Everyone code switches to an extent. And I would say, of course, I can be a serious person, and I am, but I'm also silly. There are two wolves inside of me. Right, anyway, let's continue. Let's continue. Yeah. Sniping is my therapy, I guess. Right, okay, so we have dealt with Tali's stuff. Now let's go to the Citadel and help Kasumi because this one is a banger. The thing is though, I could see, if anything, if I was going to do any kind of like commercial voiceover, I think maybe sort of like PSAs, you know, like public service announcements, because I feel like they are all, well, they tend to obviously be about serious subject matter. So it'd be like, did you know that every year 500,000 people die from not drinking enough water? You know, I kind of feel like maybe that, if I could, you know, do it with a straight face. But all these things like, I tried this new vitamin and now I feel super energized. Like, I don't think I could do that without sounding disingenuous, unfortunately. Whoa, have you heard of this new thing that's taking everyone by surprise? I can't do it. Yeah, I guess this is where we're going, but yeah, who knows? Yeah, like, I think a serious subject matter, obviously I'd be really happy to be like drawing attention to it, saying like, hey, this is a real problem, we should do something about that. Kasumi, she's got points already. Infiltrator is my favorite class, yes. Just for me personally, like, all the classes are cool. I really like shooting things with the sniper rifle, so that necessitates being an infiltrator.
Be able to keep his eyes off you.
Right, guys, if you do not recall the context of this mission, we're doing a heist, and we have been invited to this party that some rich guy is holding, and we are pretending to be Miss Allison Gunn, which is an absolutely fantastic alias, and we have a cool leather dress for the occasion.
Take it I'm wearing this getup for a reason?
You'd look really out of place at a society party in armor, don't you think? You look great. You should wear this stuff more often.
Am I good in history? Could I please replace your history teacher? I don't know if I'm necessary. I wouldn't say I'm an expert on history, but I did have an obligatory, I want to be an Egyptologist phase as a child. Was very into, you know, Greek, Roman history, was very into Egyptian history, was very into like Mesopotamia, you know, like all those nerdy things. I had definitely had a Wars of the Roses phase where I was like, oh my god, but like yeah. Anyway, I for sure have had like nerdy moments of delving into some obscure part of history and being like, huh. I feel like a lot of people probably had that, right? Not just me, right? Right. Would Fleur-de-Lis give you a motivational command for you to work? Should you work or not? Fleur-de-Lis would say, only you can decide. However, choose wisely. Yes, definitely work. Have I tried Vanguard? Yeah. I think, is Vanguard the one where you're like, soldier biotic, right? Yeah, because Adept is fully biotic. I think it's cool. I just tend to not use the biotic powers as much because I like using the sniper rifle. But yes, Shepard is gonna dress up. Here we go, guys. Here we go, guys. Let's do it.
I assume Allison Gunn is my cover.
You run a small but talented band.
Paleontology. I like it.
Precisely the type of person Hawk respects.
Oh, cool. So we're just pretending to be like Helena Blake.
Papers, witnesses, article in Badass Weekly. Just don't start talking business with him.
I feel like it's unlikely that this guy wouldn't recognize Shepard, but sure.
Remind me, what kind of man are we dealing with?
Hawk's a weapons dealer and smuggler.
Yeah, so he's a bad
my
one.
partner and stole his
We don't like him.
Other than that, he's not so bad. Rich, charismatic, willing to crack open a man's skull to get at the neural implants inside.
Yeah, there is apparently a Badass Weekly. Why are we not subscribing to it?
Now's probably a good time to fill me in on the details.
You have been waiting patiently.
That's
Our
Saren.
friend Hawk is throwing a party for his closest friends. A couple dozen of the worst liars, cheaters, and mass murderers you'll ever want to meet. All bringing gifts as a tribute to the man himself.
Wow.
Our tribute is a lovely statue of your old friend Saren, rendered with loving detail and filled to the brim with our
I love that this is a
You can
heist.
keep your pistol as long as it's concealed. They won't hassle you over a sidearm.
That's fine.
Once inside, we'll
I
make
can
our
make
way
it
to
work
Hawk's
with a
vault
pistol.
door, somewhere in the back of the ballroom. Then, we case the security and start peeling away the layers. The statue should be there, waiting for you to crack it open and arm up. Then we just waltz into the vault and take back KG's scrape box.
No, we're not stealing Saren. Saren is the Trojan horse.
You've worked really hard on this. KG must have meant a lot to you.
Was I that obvious? KG's gray box holds a lot of priceless personal memories. It's all that remains of who he
Yeah,
was.
so this was her
But the
partner who
secret
got
he
killed
discovered is dangerous.
for information
I
he
wouldn't
had in
bring
his
you
head,
here if it
essentially.
wasn't.
What's in the gray box that makes it worth all this trouble?
The gray box holds KG's memories. Everything from all the codes and plans he stole to all the time we spent together. Wrapped up in those memories is the secret he stole. KG never told me what it was, but the information got him killed.
Right, so I think let's not have the dodgy guy have the
This
data.
ought to be interesting.
That's what I'm going for.
This is a banger. You are not ready for Shepard's outfit. Like, look
This
at
is our
that.
stop.
Look at that. Babe.
After you, Ms. Gunn.
I'm keeping that one for Garrus.
There seems to be an issue with the statue.
Is there a problem? Yeah.
No, Mr. Hawk.
Oh, I forgot
Just
his
doing a
accent.
scan.
I don't believe we've met. Donovan Hawk.
Allison Gunn. A pleasure.
Sir, the scanners aren't picking anything up.
I don't think our guests would come all the way here from Ilium just to cause trouble. Do you? You may pass through, Ms. Gunn. You were invited after all, but I will ask your companion to remain outside. You understand, I hope.
If it makes you feel more secure, she can wait outside.
Good to see we're not going to have a problem.
I mean,
Enjoy the
Kasumi's a
party.
master thief. I don't think this is a problem.
Well, that didn't go as I expected.
Any idea why he'd send you away?
No, we've never seen each other in person, and no one knows what I look like. Just watching his ass, I'm sure. I can't blame him.
Don't worry about it. I can handle it from here.
That's good, because you'll have to do all the talking.
Oh yeah,
I'll
Shepard is
stay
like a
outside to sit with
wordsmith.
you the
It's
best I
fine.
can.
What could go wrong, right? As long as I don't,
We'll
like,
keep radio
accidentally
contact in
punch
case something
someone.
goes wrong.
But this is what I mean, like, Kasumi can become invisible. She's fine.
We'll figure out the next step then.
Right. Okay. What a nice party. She does look a bit shady, I will say.
How did you ever contain that situation on the Hollow?
Oh, that? A quick
Out of
application
one.
of force, a little pressure, and bam, done.
Thank goodness. I thought those rabble would dog you for years.
So these are all rich, horrible people. Got it. Yeah, I know, Aleph. What? Okay, so we've got some pretentious artwork. Cool, say less. What
Some
teacher
say
did I
Commander
dislike
Shepard
when I
is
was in
still
school?
alive. Really?
Oh, please. It's wishful thinking, at best.
Oh, in fairness, everyone thinks you're dead. That's true, I forgot about that. I literally let everyone think I was dead. What teacher did I dislike at school? I don't know. I don't think I had, like, strong dislike against any teachers. I think there was one teacher who didn't like me. I think there were definitely teachers who didn't like me because I would ask too many questions. Like, why? And they would take that as, questioning their authority. People don't like that.
That goes to a security room. We'll probably have to get in there at some point. Let's case the vault and figure out what we have to do.
Yeah, let's chat to other people before we chat to the host. Let's see who else is here. What's this? This is just, he's got, like, the fireplace DVD on. Lame. Oh, this guy's having a party.
What's your read on that Archangel guy?
I hear he's dead. Or gone, or something. Good riddance, I say.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not nice when a teacher doesn't like you. I feel like teachers should be professional enough to not, like, let whatever stuff they've got going on target the kids. But, yeah, it's tricky. I was a curious child. I think I'm just someone who likes to understand things.
Throws a hell of a
I
party.
think almost everything is interesting to learn. And I don't see the point in doing anything half-heartedly. Like, if I'm learning something, I want to properly learn it. So if I don't understand something, I will just say why or how. Can you explain that? But I think, unfortunately, I don't know. Maybe I just had a resting, challenging your authority face as a child. I think I definitely had a little bit of a Wednesday Addams vibe going on as a child. I was very like, why? And I think it creeped people out. Okay, so Private Reams, no way we can sneak out of that party. The place is locked down tight and Security Chief Ro's in charge. No way Ro would let that get past her. I'd rather stand around board on guard duty than risk her wrath. Sorry, Samuels. Okay, so we're talking about security here.
She sounds like a hard ass. If we could tap into the guard's communications, I could probably use this information.
Okay.
I hear Mr. Hawk's vault
Let's
is
gather more
exquisite.
intel.
Who could know? He never lets anyone near it.
I know that I certainly had, when I was a kid and I did theatre, you know, like, not in a professional capacity, but just for fun. There was definitely a director of the company that I was in. That was for kids specifically, right? Like the local amateur drama society, whatever, for children. I think he just did not care for me. Because, again, I would ask questions because I was interested. I'd be like, oh, why? Like, I'd ask questions about the story, and I think he probably took that as me, again, being like, why? That's a bad idea. I'm fairly sure that was not how I said that, but I think it kind of just made me come off wrong in his eyes, and he really didn't care for me. It's very interesting because I think he came to see a performance of mine years later, like, not knowing that I would be in it, and he recognized me, and he was, like, genuinely surprised. He was like, oh, you're quite good. It's like, yeah, I was always good. Anyway.
Hawk's private rooms are off limits without proper clearance.
I'm dying to get in there, but we have to scope out the vault first.
Oh, I was full of woe as a child. I was the gothest, most emo, most, what's the point of anything? My soul is dark. My pain immeasurable. Like, I was the edgiest kid ever. Yeah, for sure. I would, like, I don't know. I wish sometimes we could like go back in time and see whatever I was up to like as a child. Like I would probably be like playing World of Warcraft at 2 a.m. while listening to Evanescence or something. You know, like that's why I'm saying I'm not cool, guys. Not at all. Goth card Thea. Yeah, for sure. Did I have My Chemical Romance era too? No, I don't think so. I think it was Within Temptation for me. Within Temptation, Evanescence, Nightwish, that kind of thing.
He's gone.
Oh.
We need to case the vault gun.
Oh, he doesn't want to chat with us. You were looking out the window of your bus listening to 3 Days Grace. Did we all just live the same life? I wasn't emo so much as goth, I think, and there is a difference. But, yeah. It was a phase, wasn't it? Yeah. I think we all do funny things as children. Okay. This is where we were going.
Very nice. There's more here than I expected.
Bless you, Saren.
Password-protected voice lock, kinetic barrier, DNA scanner. Looks like an EX700 series. Everything a vault needs to be impenetrable.
This gonna be a problem?
Please, remember who you're talking to.
She's like, pfft, whatever.
We'll need to get a voice sample for the voice lock. You'll have to go chat up Hawk for that. We'll have to find a password too. DNA, child's play. We should find plenty of DNA samples in Hawk's private quarters. And the barrier? Cut the power. Never fails. If we can find it. KG could get through a system like this in his sleep. And I'm better.
Well,
let's get to it.
We've got this. Right, so we've got to dismantle that security in different ways.
It looks like the barrier's power cable runs under the floor here. I'll set your Omni tool to scan for electromagnetic fields.
Ooh, okay. Right, so we see that some power is going, yeah. It's going all the way here, right? Cool. So let's track that. Let's track the power. See where it goes. It goes into the wall and all across the room around the fountain. Oh, they've got fish in there. Okay. In here. Oh.
One sec.
What? Behind the fireplace?
That should take care of the barrier.
Okay, nice. So that's one thing down. So let's see again. What are the objectives? We want... Okay. Yeah. So we need a voice sample. We need his actual DNA. Okay, easy peasy. Let's chat to him.
There he is. All you need to do is keep him talking long enough for me to get a voice print. Pull out the charm on this one, Shep.
Oh. Shepard can be greasy, we've seen.
After you.
Miss Gunn, good to see you. That scene at the door hasn't soured your evening, I hope.
There's always someone gunning for people like you and me.
Yes, that's true. I'm glad you understand.
Frankly, I'm surprised your security isn't tighter. It's a ballsy move opening your front door like this.
Yes, I suppose it is. Hopefully it sends the message that I don't fear anyone stupid enough to step up to me.
Oh.
People these days want comfort, entertainment, love. They don't see that the galaxy is fragile. They only have to worry about simple luxuries. Why? Because people like me and you are doing the terrible things that keep the galaxy spinning.
If you say so, sir.
This party is for us, the cleaners, the support structure for the galaxy's gleeful delusions of peace. May there always be a market for the things we do.
Right. Right. Yeah, imagine you're talking to Jacob.
I said get him talking, and you got him talking. We've got enough
Well,
of a
he
voice
certainly
sample.
yapped.
Let him go.
Enjoy the party, Miss Gunn.
Once we find the password, we can get past the voice scanner.
Nice. Okay. Do I like chocolate milk? Yes, I do. However, I am allergic to milk protein. So if I were to have chocolate milk, it would have to be vegan. It would have to be dark chocolate and it would have to be oat milk. And then I would have it. I don't think I've had much. I don't think I have that often now because, again, I can't have milk. So most chocolate things are out of the way. It did end up being a speech, didn't it? Is now the time?
Let me unlock that security room door for you. There we go.
All right, let's see what's in here.
Ready when you are.
Oh, why am I hacking when I've got a master thief here? Kasumi, come on. Do I always do Fantasies of Thousand Gateways every week? No. Definitely not, because I don't have time, always. If I have time, I try to do it, because it doesn't take that long, but I just don't have time to log in every day. Sometimes I don't have time to log in every week. It very much depends on what I'm doing. But if I have time, sure. Nance, I have that problem too. So many passwords around here, can't keep them straight. The password for tonight is Perugia, so it's not even that easy to remember. It's no big deal. That voice scanner meant the password's only useful to Hawk anyway. After this party, want to go grab some beers, let me know. Samuels.
Got something?
The password is Perugia.
Huh. That's the name of the man who stole the Mona Lisa.
Nice. Yeah, we killed that glass.
I tapped their communications. I think we can get past that private room guard.
Okay.
Tell him Chief Rose sent you. Now, I just take the voice sample we got from Hawk and... got it. Now we can crack that voice scanner.
Okay. Yeah, security's pretty lax. They're not really keeping an eye on everything here. Trying to remember where. I mean, I guess we can go and unlock some of these things. Yeah, nobody's like watching down here, and I'm like,
that got it. The barrier's down.
Yeah, so that's down. We've got that.
Password required. Voice ID accepted. Welcome, Mr. Hawk.
Yeah, so now we just need the DNA. Okay, so let's chat with this guy.
Mr. Hawk's private rooms are off limits to guests without security clearance.
I have clearance to go in.
On whose authority?
I have authorization from Chief Rowe.
Okay, 1 second. Chief Rowe, Samuels. Have you given access authorization to Mr. Hawk's private rooms?
They have access, Samuels. They'll stop bothering me.
Got it. Sorry to bother you, ma'am. Okay, you're clear to go in. Enjoy the party.
Yeah, we can get our guns for sure, but I think it wouldn't really make sense to equip them yet, right? Because, like, where are we keeping them in this outfit? Look, I'm not meaning to shame anyone for having time to play video games. There was a time in my life where I had lots of time. It's just not currently.
For anything we can get usable DNA from. Just make it quick and quiet.
I think inevitably, when you're studying, even though that takes up a lot of time, I certainly had more time when I was studying.
Found a sample?
No, credit shit. No hair, no skin flakes.
Really?
The housekeepers must be
He keeps
thorough.
that clean.
Not a great saliva sample, but it's still useful. We're going to need more than this for the scanner, though. No DNA, but... looks like Hawk's been trying to crack KG's gray box.
Yeah, where is
Looks like he's
Shepard's
missing
pistol right
something.
now? I
He
think we
hasn't
should
cracked
not
the
ask.
encryption yet.
Realistically, the only place it could be is strapped to her thigh, I think. She could have like a leg holster thing. So, but yeah, it's
empty.
In this dress.
Too bad.
I don't know, man.
Cigarette butt would have been a
Let's
good
not
source.
question it too much. Ooh, let's steal his money. Hidden in her chest? I mean... You had to go through the harder entry? There is a different way to do this, yeah, for sure.
The cleaners don't dare touch
You can go through,
We can get some skin cells from
I think
the
there's
dust.
like where you can go on the
Probably
outside, isn't there?
contaminated, though. We should find another sample.
Good morning.
Oh.
Sorry.
Shepard, you goof. Okuda Decryption Project update. Little progress to report. We have now completed dictionary attacks using words and phrases from 4,800 galactic languages. Research into the Okuda family has not produced any matches. It is unlikely that a random brute force approach will produce a result within our lifetimes. Okay, so they're trying to crack Keiji's grey box, which is what we're here for. Given the nature of the grey box technology, it's possible that the decryption key may not be a password at all. It could be a memory, an emotion, even a smell. The permutations could be infinite. I suggest that we begin investigating alternative methods for breaking through the security on the box.
We can probably get Hawk's DNA off the datapad. He seems to have obsessed over this. That should do it. Let's get out of here.
No! Okay, fine. Cool. So, now... Oh, yeah. So I think... You see how, like, there are guards here? I think there's a way where basically you can, like... If you can't get in here, you can do the outer perimeters. Like, you can go around this way, I think. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. There was an easier way to get it? You had to infiltrate by breaking the window. Yeah. Look, I don't know if it's like, I actually don't know what that was, because that wasn't like a Renegade or Paragon check. I don't know, but yeah. Okay, so I think it's time for us to go down there and get our weapons.
Do the guards seem more attentive than usual?
It'd probably be more...
I know that I have had to do that too, so I can't remember what it is that determines whether you can do it. Maybe it's how early you do it in the game. Maybe you do need to be somewhat persuasive. Right, okay.
DNA identification affirmed. Welcome, Mr. Hawk.
Can I have my weapons, Garrus? I mean, Saren. Close enough. Yeah, so I think you automatically...
I'll check for security cams. Go ahead and get dressed.
It's how much you explore. Okay, yeah. Right, so we're getting the loot now from our Saren statue there. It's shepherding time. Favorite cartwheel line? Oh, I don't know, there's too many good ones. I don't know, man. She has a lot I really like. I like all the optimistic ones. It's weird because I think some of the more iconic ones are probably... I like the, like, action lines, but I think, for me, I really like at the end of 2.2 when she's saying, like, the truth is a beacon in the maelstrom of my life. You know, that whole bit where she's saying, I don't want to forget my pain. That's part of who I am. That's made me who I am. And I embrace everything that has happened to me because that has made me who I am. And, like, I don't want to forget any of that. I think that's really powerful. But I like all her silly lines. I really like the goofy lines. I like the puppet show, and I like the line where she's talking about shifting into fleur-de-lis, and I get to do the vocal flip. Like, all those things I thought were incredibly funny to do because I'm inherently silly. But recently, for some reason, the 2.7 finale, like, I didn't say a lot. I was dead for most of it. But, like, this whole bit where they're all teaming up against Leviathan, and she's doing the whole, like, people of Renacita, hear my call, you know, like, unite with all your will and hope. Like, I think all of that, like, I think she has a lot of really encouraging lines that I really appreciate about her. Right, you don't want to forget the time spent listening to Nightwish? Mate, I know. Let's bring the cane for this. What could go wrong? Yeah, let's roll. Let's roll. Oh, art. Look at that. We've got actual art here. We've got the Statue of Liberty.
So this
Oh yeah,
is
I know that
Hawk's
one.
fault.
Heavens, descend!
Very nice.
I remember that one.
This scanner will hone in on the gray box. It's not
Okay,
far.
but first, can we, like, check out...
Michelangelo's David. Just... wow. Think we could get this out through the door?
Probably not. I just want to examine all this stuff.
Hawk has good taste. I'll give him that.
A big old Krogan. Medical station.
This is nice.
A thing.
Oddly relaxing.
An Easter egg. If you know, you know. What's this? I love that this made a lot of people at the time spiral and go like, wait. BioWare cinematic universe, like Dragon Age and Mass Effect, could there be like an overlap? Do you know what I mean? Like people were very...
Wow. Imagine that thing coming at you in a dark alley.
I think there were, like, people were writing fanfic, you know, like where Shepard went to Thetis, like, do you know what I mean?
Ugh. Rachni Queen. I guess everything's valuable to someone.
Why would you keep a Rachni Queen?
Doesn't look like much, but that might be one of the most valuable pieces.
Why is it
here.
funny to me that the
Turian art
Turians
is rare outside of Palaven.
would just have, like,
For good
minimalist
reason, I
art?
say.
Okay. Oh, let's not go in the right direction.
I feel like its eyes are following me.
Yikes.
Yikes. A model of the Kara. It's like a Turian Titanic, the way I hear it.
Yeah, Shepard's got time. Statue of Liberty head.
How did Hawk get Lady Liberty's head? Damn you, Hawk!
No, don't pick up the item. We got to get the weapons
That's
first.
a Casa Locust. No, the Casa Locust.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
The gun that killed 2 presidents. Gorgeous. It even comes with a perfect copy, too. I'm sure Hawk won't mind if we borrowed these.
This might be useful.
We'll get the actual thing we needed later.
That's impressive. Not sure what it is, though. This looks like Quarian script.
Quarian script.
Wow.
Okay.
This has got to be old. When was the last time the Quarians wrote on stone?
Ooh, Prothean statue.
Creepy.
That's totally a husk.
I could still get money for something like this, even outside the Alliance. Asari go nuts for this sort of thing.
There's some good references in this bit of the game. It's quite silly. Okay, let's get the grey box. This is what we came for. Yeah.
Oh my god. There it is.
Oh, is she downloading the data?
It's code locked.
Oh no, rumbled.
I had a feeling that was you at the door. I knew if it was really you, you'd get through anyway.
You know me. I don't like to disappoint.
I need what's in your grey box, Kasumi. You know I'm willing to kill you for it. I'll admit your skills are impressive. You got into my vault like I'd left it open, but you're still going to die, screaming. No!
Have I got your attention?
That shut him up.
Shepard is a menace. Sorry, that was... I mean, I feel like the artwork didn't deserve it, but it was also kind of funny. Oh man, I should have used the cane. Should have just blown up all the artwork, right?
That looks painful.
Oh, that's Chief Rowe. Gotta get her.
Going dark.
Trying to flank us.
Checking blueprints. There's a landing pad to the east. Let's get out of here.
Joker, bring the shuttle in, now!
Right. Weapons. Lock out. Well, we can give Kasumi the new, Oh, this is the one, isn't it? She's already got it. She just auto-equipped it. Yeah. Okay, cool. She's got it, yeah. We shot at the art. Was art in itself. Imagine if we just, like, leveled that room.
Going silent. That looks painful.
You've got rocket launchers. Ooh. Okay.
Cloaking. Heads up.
It's gonna blow. See, you didn't need the cane. That was the cane. I don't know where it's from, I can't remember, but like there was... I feel like it was what were they called? One of those like silly early days of the internet. A flash animation. Sorry, I had to think about that. There was a flash animation where they were like, "Damn it, you used unnecessary force," and I always think about that when I headshot people in this game. Yeah, that wasn't very stealthy, but I feel like he also knew we were here already, so you know. You win, son. No Kane, but Shepard's able. Oh my god, you guys are killing me. I love it. Never stop with the dad jokes. It's perfect. You guys have been playing Pragmata. You're all becoming dads. Right. Okay. I should play Fortnite one day. Why, is that just full of dad jokes? Oh. I hope not all of these wake up. That would be sad.
There they are. Grabbing cover.
You see that?
Throwing grenades at me?
Going dark.
Oh, what's happening? No. Just wasn't sure, like, if... I think that's just machinery. I don't know that they're dropping enemies on us, but... Are they? These are two very big missiles. Would hate it if he was, like, gonna throw those on us. That would be unnecessary force. Recloaking this man.
Here they come.
Wasn't expecting a stream today? I usually play Mass Effect on Wednesdays, so if you're ever around, you're very welcome. Anytime. Gotta get salvage. Oh, and... What? Oh my god. That was kind of funny.
Don't let them out of there with more property.
Shush. No one cares, Hawk. That was kind of funny. Yeah, these people are kind of dead. I love the fact that, yeah, he doesn't consider that we're Shepard because Shepard's dead. I let them think that.
Need some cover.
We've got cover.
Don't want it to die on top of us because there we go. What was that Wilhelm scream?
That looks painful.
The sound design in here is pretty interesting. Yeah, we must always loot Gremlin. Come on, guys. This game, look, I might seem really ridiculous, but they hide certain upgrades, you know, behind like a crate, and if you don't get it, you don't get it.
You know what happened to your boy Doy when he fought back?
Plot thickens.
Like that.
He's adding insult to injury here.
Now you see me.
Killed her boyfriend. Anything else here? Okay, objective's that way. So naturally, we go the other way. Nothing there. Dead merc.
This should come in handy.
Tech damage, yes please.
Keep them busy. I'll take care of this myself.
Okay.
Taking cover.
Environmental combat.
Here they come.
I do like the, you know, the arenas in Mass Effect 2. I feel like they've got some interesting layouts. That guy's gonna be annoying. I love the combat music as well. It's just kind of epic and suspenseful, isn't it? What flavor of Monster Energy do you buy tomorrow? Guys, I'm not well versed in the flavors of energy drinks. I am not above an energy drink, but they make me incredibly hyper. So I try not to indulge too often. I'm also not a student anymore, you know, like it's absolutely fair if you're studying. But yeah, you know. Granny here says, by all means enjoy energy drinks, but in moderation, you know. Don't have 5. Stay sensible. You don't want to see that. Honestly, Alex, Gelf, and I are like bad influences on each other. We will be like out and be like, vodka Red Bull? And then, you know, next thing you know, it's like 3 a.m. and we're having tacos. So, yeah. I did go to like a really, really fun karaoke event with her and James Day and Shy and like a bunch of people. It was really fun. We were just all singing show tunes. It wasn't karaoke, sorry, what am I saying? It was like a sing-along kind of... It's like a West End thing where like the West End performers go and hang out. And it was someone's birthday and we were there and it was like a big old sing-along. It was great. Yeah, 10 energy drinks per day, I don't advise. Like, I'm not trying to sound like I'm lecturing anyone, but you know, people do die. Like, it's not good for your heart. Not 10. Moderation. No judgment, but be careful. Stay alive. Yeah. Oh. Womp, 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 womp. Again? They're always shooting at us with a whole...
Could have done this the easy way.
A whole shit, man.
Allow me to show you the hard way.
Okay, fine. It's gonna be like that, eh?
Left.
I missed the rocket launcher. Okay, so I do remember this one being a bit of a pain. Getting into cover is a bit of... Because we've got quite a lot of hostiles and the ship that we need to contend with. But let's stay alive. Oh, he's recharging his shields. I can't remember if there are like things we need to shoot. Like shield pylons or something.
Cloaking.
Can't actually remember if there are like... That's her, that's her. Maybe we need to make our way down here. We'll see. Ourselves. Ooh. It's coming.
Lay down your weapons.
Nope.
Got you back and with full shield.
Yeah, so there are definitely phases to this. I could use stealth here, actually, since I'm an infiltrator. Okay, so they're coming from there now. Okay. I do remember this one being slightly, spicy.
What did you tell your friend, Kasumi?
I also don't remember if it's a... I think we do have to make our way down there so she can get close enough. Yeah, so we need to take the guards out so she can do the thing.
Take out these guards.
Okay. So ship is there, which is not ideal. Gotta get in cover. Not ideal. Ship is worse than these guys. So we'll hide from the ship first and foremost. Okay, that's them gone. Okay. Okay, I think it was just an amount of rounds you kind of had to...
Got a clear shot. Here we go.
Alright, here you go, girl. A clear shot, I don't know. But look at her go. She is kind of cool.
Down. Let's tear that thing apart.
All right, let's do it, man.
Behind you.
Okay, and they put us back. Oh.
Even if you escape, I'll scour the galaxy for you.
Going silent.
Down you go.
We need more ammo. Yeah, so it's coming on that. He kind of took those out for us.
Careful, men. What's the gatepla's pretty face?
Sorry, you were saying? Sorry, we kind of had to cut him off. He was saying some nonsense there. You alright, Kasumi? Okay, this is our ride. Ah, but they're waiting for us to loot. That's fine, we got it. Let's go! Yeah. What was he saying about keeping our pretty faces intact?
Kasumi, if you're seeing this, it's because I'm dead.
Everyone's leaving
The
messages because
information
they're
we
dead.
found is all here. It's big, Kasumi. If the Council ever got wind of this, the Alliance could be implicated. Kasumi, I encrypted the information to keep it safe. And I uploaded the encryption key to your gray box, so no one could get the whole package. But if I'm dead, and if anyone knows about this, then I've made you a target, my love. I'm so sorry.
Keiji.
I know you, Kasumi. You'll want to keep these memories forever. But you don't need some neural implant to know I'll always be with you. Please. Kasumi. Destroy these files. There's nothing more I can do to protect you.
I can't do that. This is all that's left.
Goodbye, Kasumi.
It's sad.
I love you.
Is there any way we can just destroy the information?
No. Keiji's a master at encrypting files. He laced the information into his memories. You can't get one without experiencing the other.
Look, man, it's his dying will.
Hawk knew you had the cipher. I'm sure others do too. It's only a matter of time before someone finds you and the secret gets out.
You're right. I know. It feels like I'm losing him. Again.
If it's easier, I could do it for you.
Okay. Just get it over with. Please.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for joining, Rose. Please enjoy your rest. You're welcome anytime. Be lovely to see you another time, but have a nice one, and thank you for joining today. Really enjoyed that. It's sad. Right, the heist was successful. Keiji Okuda's grey box was recovered and all information contained within was destroyed. Donovan Hawk was killed in the destruction of his gunship. Kasumi is loyal. Can you see me play Minecraft? Maybe. I don't know what you do in Minecraft, I'll be honest. I think I struggle a little bit with sandbox games. I need a task. Yeah, but, I mean, I'm not against Minecraft. We've got she's got a flashbang grenade power, she's got a new outfit, we got the best SMG. You can tell that I don't really use it since I waited this long to pick it up, and an Omni tool upgrade. Oh, and now we're in the dress. Let's keep that on for now. That's funny.
That Kasumi is an interesting addition to the crew.
Taro, thank you so much. Please rest, yeah.
She never reveals anything meaningful about herself. It's all on the surface. It'll be a challenge getting to know who she really is. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah.
Commander,
I wish people would
received a new
comment on
message
your
at
outfit.
private terminal.
Okay, so Admiral Darozen Vazmore, which is the one who's voiced by Claudia Black, says, Shepard Vaz Normandy, I've been digging through the Alarai. Just wanted you to know that I did find a few things from the experiments Rael Zora was conducting. Had you shared them with me, humanity might have reaped the benefits. Instead, once my own experiments are complete, you and your people will watch from a distance as the Quarian people reclaim not just their homeworld, but the largest synthetic army in the galaxy. Rael Zora's death will not have been in vain. I will complete what he started. Cordially, Admiral Darozen Vazmore. Well. She's dodge. You'll give me a task? Build an empire in Minecraft. Yeah, Shepard looks a little rough. I kind of wish, again, that there was like a slider so we could be like moderately. We're looking a little spicy. Let's feed some fish. Nom, 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 nom. Squeak. I still think the funniest thing is that you will have a picture of your Mass Effect 1 love interest on the desk, which is like the elusive man just being like, here you go. And then now, because I'm romancing someone else, it's face down. I didn't remove it. I didn't replace the picture with Garrus. I'm just like, face down, King. I think that's really funny. Shepard, you hussy. We were on a break. Right. Squeak. Explode the village in Minecraft. Is that a thing? You can explode the village? I don't know about that. Okay, let's try and talk to Kasumi and see if she has anything else to say. Frolova's village got mass affected too. Yeah, I mean... What if I did a stream where I play Roblox with all my... I'll be honest, guys. Again, I think I'm too old, man. I don't really understand what it is that you do. What is it? At this point, I'm afraid to ask. Okay, Kasumi has nothing else to say.
The Red Rose. That used to be my calling card when I first started out. In place of whatever I took, I left a single red rose. It wasn't until I met Keiji that I realized how silly it was. He had a way of making you realize when you were just being sentimental.
Right. Let's say... I don't know if there's a lot more that companions can really say. I think we've kind of probably... Or maybe Tali actually has new stuff, because we only recently did hers. Let's chat with her again, just to see if she's got more stuff to say.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Can you do anything to give the Normandy an edge over a collector ship?
My shield fortification will
we've
help.
already asked about that.
Sure. Let me just... Come on, you little boshtet! Oh, sorry. I've got a small fever and I'm taking it out on the port drive door. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. Got sloppy while doing some suit repair.
Oh, okay.
You're sick? Do you need help or time to rest?
Really, it's not that bad. If a stray bit of bacteria could really kill us, we'd have all died by now.
True.
The fever should go away in a day or two. Don't worry. It won't affect my performance on the mission. It's not even an illness, really. What we experience is actually an acute allergic reaction.
I don't know if I could live inside a suit my whole life.
Insensitive, Shepard. She has no
We're in our
choice.
suits, even among family.
It's not like she chose to be in the
The most intimate thing
suit.
we can do with another Quarian is link our suit environments. We get sick at first, and then we adapt. It's our most important gesture of trust, of acceptance. I haven't trusted anyone enough for that, though. Except, well, no Quarians. You know what I mean.
Wait. I can't tell under the helmet. Are you blushing?
What? No, it's the fever. Last time I tried to pay a compliment to my Boschtet captain, I took the ship name and everything. I'm going to tinker a bit more. Thanks for coming by. Shepard, what can I do?
You got time to talk?
I really need to clean up this engine. Maybe later?
I'll let you work.
That's
Talk to you later.
I'm in the middle of some calibrations right now. That's kind of funny. I love your puns. Look, I mean, I'm not against it. I did have a plan with Jane and Alex for all of us to play Stardew Valley at one point. We haven't had time, but could be kind of fun. Right, okay. We do have time for a little bit more, but let's see what we've got. I think we're not going to start Lair of the Shadow Broker because I don't have enough time for that. Let's do a little... Let's go and do some Project Firewalker, actually, I think. Why not? Where is the master relay here? That's over there, all the way. Yeah, we'll do a bit of it, I think. Let's see, I think if I remember it correctly, it's like multiple missions, but we might as well unlock it. Oh, actually, maybe I should fuel up. Wait. Oh no! Did it? No, okay, there I am. I thought it crashed for a second there. Buy fuel. And then let's see. Here we go. What will happen if I fill the Renegade bar? Nothing. Do you mean how will we look? I don't know if we get worse than this. Maybe we've peaked. Or maybe we look even worse. But I think essentially once you've like gotten to the point where you've maxed one bar, you know, some people try to be strategic and start filling out the other one. But yeah, demon horns. That'll be something. Okay, let's see if we can find the planet. So yeah, this is kind of like a little side mission. Oh, did we already know how to... We already know where to land. Okay, actually, let's check out her... Ooh, okay, what do we think? I kind of like the purple pattern on her. It's a little hard to see. Let's try this. Let's try this. See, Miranda, I kind of like her original outfit because this is just a lot of black. And this just looks a bit derpy with the glasses, I think. I might actually keep her in her original on. I think most other people... Yeah, I don't know. I'm making everyone look kind of black and white. I think I like that one for modern. Yeah. Right. We're all looking fierce. Right, so we don't really need to bring anyone specific for this because I think we're not... It's like a vehicle mission, so we're not really having people out a lot. Jailbreak? Let's bring Grunt Garrus for funsies. I don't think it really matters. I think it'll just be for banter, if anything. But I honestly don't think they say a lot, if I remember it correctly. But yeah, hey, we missed planet diving, right? Let's slum in case you all missed the Mako. Let's rejoice at how I will crash this vehicle. Oh, I remember this. Oh, see, this is not the Mako, so it has entirely different but equally clunky mechanics. Fun. Right, okay. Hiya. Hiya. Mako 2 Galactic Boogaloo. We've run into the gap far too often. Yeah. That's pretty much it, guys. Yeah, so we are here to retrieve a Cerberus vehicle that was lost. Like an exploration vehicle. And, what? Bro. Ugh, sometimes it's so slow. Yeah. Come on, let's do that again. So yeah, we're here to retrieve a vehicle that went missing. And then we will use the vehicle to explore. It is, I don't know if it's more janky, but it's janky in a different way. You'll see what I mean. It has its own jank. It won't flip over as much, I think. Yeah, that was my reaction to... Look at this thing.
Primary systems online.
Look at this.
Welcome to the M44 Hammerhead Infantry Fighting Vehicle. This is your onboard VI.
So yeah.
Mission objectives located.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, okay, I remember. So this is janky because you need to hold a mouse button down to collect the stuff. But while you're doing it, it will, like, move around. Okay, okay. I vaguely remember nothing. So this is float. See? Crash, crash, crash. So you find these, and then you try and hold this down, but as you see, it kind of moves a lot, so you have to try and stay in the... But yeah, this is like a sack of potatoes.
Path is now clear.
How's it going? Yeah, I'm having a good day. Okay, left shift to... So I'm getting a little tutorial here. Nice of them. Okay, and we're getting up here, so... So it can't, like, elevate forever. It can't float forever. So you kind of have to be... I wonder if it can make it all the way up there, or if we need to... Oh, there's one over there as well. Okay, okay, we'll go all the way back down to get this one. So we might as well ascend. But yeah, this is janky in a different way. It's janky, but in 3D. Okay. See what I mean? It's weak to weapons. Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't mind these things. I think it's fine that they're doing it. I also just don't love this vehicle at all. Right. So we have an objective up there. We need to climb. So that's fine. But we can only, yeah, we can only like climb so high at a time. So we kind of do need to follow the map up. Yeah, as you see, like, any little surface and you go boink. Alright, let's see here. I think we can probably... Oh, we want to go up there as well. Right, maybe we can make that one. Nope, nope, nope. We cannot. Okay, so we need to get higher first and then we can go back down to that. I also don't think we can make that. Nope, we cannot. Okay. It can fly and that it can't fly. Yeah, you're quite right. It kind of like... It can jump a little. I'm just trying to remember what is the path up. You basically have to climb in a very specific path. And I'm wondering if this is it. I think this is it, yeah. So it's up this slope. It is up this slope and around. So we go this. And then yoinks. This is not the best part of my day. The streaming is, but not this. Okay, and then this gives us another way to go up here. Nice, nice, nice. You got the Legendary Edition. You're going to start playing it. I'm excited for you. Keep us posted on how that goes. Do you think you're going to go for... Like, do you have an idea of what kind of shepherd you're going to make? I'm very excited to see what you do. Do you have a favorite Mass Effect? They have different strengths and weaknesses. I do have a soft spot for 2. I just like the character focus of it. I also really like Dragon Age 2. Like, I think Origins is probably the overall best one for me. Keep in mind, I'm also of the, you know, Baldur's Gate 2 age, and it feels the most like a continuation of that kind of game than the later ones, which had a very different gameplay. But I do have a very soft spot for Dragon Age 2 because I will always take a local interpersonal conflict over a world-ending one because I just think that's more interesting. I like character-driven conflict, and that is what Dragon Age 2 is. Mission objectives completed. All right, okay, so this was just a tutorial to use this, but now we unlock missions with this lovely vehicle. Just wait till we crash this one onto the Citadel. Yeah. Wah, wah, wah. Where's real Mako? Right, so we found wreckage of the freighter MSV Rosalie. M44 Hammerhead acquired recovered research data. Great, so we got that. Yeah, the scanning sound is very like... If I had a dog, what breed would it be?
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
I don't know a lot about dog breeds. I've never had a dog. My family's kind of like a cat family, so I know very little about dogs. I think because I live in a flat, it would have to be a small dog. Can't be too big. But yeah, I don't know. What are you guys favorite dogs. I don't really know a lot about dogs. Iron Bull from Dragon Age didn't know he was voiced by Freddie Prinze Jr. Yeah, he is. It's kind of cool. Freddie Prinze Jr. also voices, why am I blanking? What's his name? A companion in Mass Effect 3. Vega. James Vega. Sorry, I had to... Palace Cat? Yeah, fair enough. What if I play a horror game for one stream? Not sure if you're joking. I am playing horror games on stream. I played all of Resident Evil 9 and I'm currently playing Fatal Frame 2, if that was a sincere question. Prototype recovered. Project Fireworker. Good work on recovering the Hammerhead in One Piece, Commander. It will prove useful. Also, the data you recovered from the MSV Rosalie's emergency beacon contains significant intel on a few planets that Dr. Casey and Dr. O'Loy investigated. EDI has added the locations to your galaxy map. We hope that one of them leads you to the Prothean site. Despite Dr. Casey's obvious instability, he's proven to be a brilliant and dedicated scientist. If you salvage more of his logs or journals, it would greatly help our efforts. We still don't know how to get the tracking Dr. Casey, so be careful. Okay. I did just feed the fish, didn't I? I'll fish the feed as well, just for good measure. Here you go, feed some fish. You have a Jack Russell Terrier? He's the goofiest dog alive? That's cute. You'd like to get a cat, but you're still figuring out your own schedule maintenance. That's responsible. Don't bring a pet into the mix until you feel like you've got your own stuff under control. Yeah, that was just the tutorial, if that makes sense. Now we've unlocked the actual missions. You lied to me, Chambers. Fish the feed and hamster squeak. Squeak! I would love to voice more animals or, like, beings. Like the hamster or the solid skin. Yeah. Just want to make goofy noises. Do I have a favorite Resident Evil? Okay. If I had to pick my top 3 favorites, I think it would be 2, 4, and 9, and not just because Leon is in those games. It's because 2 is the first one that I think I played, and I think 2 is iconic. I feel like I like the first one, the original, the mansion. I think 2 is just somehow, like, in my head, that's always the first one I think of. I think Resident Evil 4 is a game I have fond memories of. I kind of feel like it is a Resident Evil game, but it does not follow the normal formula. I think everyone can agree, right? It kind of was doing a different thing for great reasons. There was, a whole development backstory about how it was actually, I think, supposed to be a different project, blah, blah, blah. I think it works. It works as a departure from the set formula. I do kind of feel like it's Leon's side mission, like wacky adventures, right? So I also understand if some people feel like it diverges too far, because it isn't really a traditional Resident Evil game, right? Because you are doing something different. It's not really about Umbrella. It's not really about Raccoon City. Like, you are just somewhere completely else. You're trying to save one girl, and it's not really like that obviously tied to the research in the same way that the other games are. Like, I think we can even argue that Las Plagas it's a different thing, isn't it? Right? It's more like a mind control parasite than necessarily a zombie situation. So anyway, it's a different game, but I do appreciate it for the sheer goofiness of it, and I have very fond memories of playing it with friends growing up. And I thought 9 was amazing. And maybe it's just, recency bias, but I thought it was a great return to form. I feel like it had a lot of old stuff that I felt like, oh, this feels very in the spirit of the games I remember playing, while also having fresh ideas. And I thought it was cool, and I enjoyed it. For Ojiri, I haven't played the remake of 4, so I can only speak about the original. I think for 2, I don't mind the remake. I think it's absolutely fine. I'm not a purist in that I'm like, no, you have to play the original. I don't think my memory of playing the original and playing the remake, there are differences, but I don't feel like the changes in any way I felt like, oh, I'm missing something. I thought updated gameplay. The thing is, as well, you have to remember, when these games came out, they played in a very different way, because again, you didn't have free roaming camera, right? So a lot of the horror was, you have to go around this corner, but due to the camera angle, you can't see what's coming. Or like, your character can only turn in 8 directions, and so you have to like, you know, time, like, it played in a very different way. And so I feel like if you are doing a remake and you are updating the graphics and how the controls are, inevitably it's going to feel a bit different because you don't have the same restrictions you had like 25 years ago. So I think, you know, if you're new to it, just play the remakes. Why not? Unless you want to try the original experience and see what that's like. I mean, if you just want something that plays smoothly, just play the remakes. They're fine. Also, I think Nick Apostolides is a great Leon. Resident 4 remake after Fatal Frame. I did say that I was happy to play through the 2, 3, and 4 remakes as the next horror stuff. So yeah, again, play whichever versions you want, but I don't have a strong opinion. I think people should just play whichever appeals to you. If you like playing the originals, play that. If you want to try, if you're coming into it fresh and you have no opinion and just want to play something that feels like a modern gameplay, then just go for the new ones. Okay, see, we've got all these missions. Let's go for this one, research data. Yeah, I'm curious to try the Resident Evil 4 remake. I have the 2, 3, and 4 remakes, but I've only played the second one. Again, I don't have enough time. Wait, Gremlins, you wanted me to do an impression of Ultra? How would I even do that? The raptor sound. Oh yeah. The raptor sound like Jurassic Park, like... Yeah. I do like doing, like, creature noises or animal noises. Why not? I've heard that raccoons kind of make quite funny noises. I don't know if this is true. I've not encountered many. Maybe some of you have, but I've heard they go like... You know? I don't know. Kind of cool. If that's true.
Anomaly detected.
If I ever hear your voice, I'm gonna be like, perfectly replicating it. Okay, let's find the mission.
Away.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was voice acting for those dinosaurs when I was 2 years old. I'm not in any Jurassic Park stuff. I think I would know if I was. I'm not that old, guys. I'm not that old. Again, it literally doesn't matter who we bring for this because, as you saw, we will not see them. We will just land and do more of this jank. There's a Velociraptor in the original. Yeah, I wonder why no one's ever hiring me to voice dinosaurs and stuff. I don't know that I would necessarily. I'm not a. Okay, I'm not a very good impressionist, guys. I wouldn't say that that's a thing I necessarily do. So I don't know that I'd do a very good impression of anyone. Ugh. Oh. Oh no. Great. Cool. Let's just... This is where we came from. Yeah. Let's go down first, and then we can go back up. Right, so this definitely thing here. Indie short horror games. Yeah, why not?
Warning. Area compromised due to unstable volcanic activity.
Yeah. I shan't linger then. Ooh, can I get back up there, or have I goofed? We will find out. Oh, we just made it. This Mako looks better than the wheeled one. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't think it's an unattractive vehicle. It's just a little clunky. Am I playing a loyalty mission? No, this is a bit of exploration DLC. So if you watched me play the first game, this is kind of what they replaced the Mako stuff with. So we don't have the Mako. The Mako crashed on the Citadel at the end of Mass Effect 1. Rest in peace, Mako. You were a real one. This is a a new vehicle that we have located, and it allows us to do some you know, exploration missions of a questionable nature, like you see me doing now. It also handles like a sack of potatoes, so in that regard, it is very much the spiritual successor to the Mako. I don't think there's anything we needed to do here. We should try not to fall into the lava. You know, the floor is literally lava. Wait, zombie cats. Your 13-year-old self had a past VTubing career, and some dude asked you to make T-Rex noises, and your mum ran into your room thinking you were actually dying. That's really, really funny. I'm sorry that happened, but also that is really funny. Are you still VTubing? Or did that kind of put you off? We will miss the OG Mako. Okay, let's see. I do think we have to go this way. I think we need to go over here. I think we have to get to this here platform. And then, ooh, okay. Okay, wait, thought. Should we have gone that way to then go down? I don't know, maybe. Can we go that way? Let's see. See, this is my main dislike about this. It's just, I don't mind these exploration missions, but they're also just a bit of a... Okay, so let's go up and see if we can come around and get that stuff over there before we go down. Your old neighbors thought there was a murder happening in the house, but it's just you screaming because of a game. Well, what were you screaming? Were you like, "I'll fucking kill you"? Because then, if that case, then I get it. Then maybe they were justified a little bit. So, did we not go this way? Did we not do this? Did we not already do this? I guess we didn't go far enough. So there's definitely...
resources detected.
Thank you, Clanker. Used to be able to do the T-Rex from Jurassic Park growl until you scared your sis late at night when she was going to the bathroom. Were you timing it to like wait for her to hear it, or was it just an unhappy coincidence? I think we're gonna go this way. I mean, in fairness, if I was going to the bathroom in the middle of the night and I had a T-Rex, I probably would also panic a little. What do we think? I think extra bits which aren't mission sensitive. Yeah, like the mission sensitive stuff is these, right? Like these are the points we need to get. Let's see here. You were timing it and she screamed? I mean, again, she was probably half asleep, right? Not to take her side, but... I mean, this is a very efficient way of mining, you know, compared to how we used to do it back in the old days, you may recall. Boink. Okay, yeah, we successfully dodged the lava. Oh, bless. I hope your sister's okay.
Research base entrance ahead.
Right, so I guess we didn't technically have to pick up all those resources, but we just did it for, you know, like the bragging rights. This is the research base. But what is up there? Curiosity. What do we think? What do we think? YOLO. Let's just see what's up here first. This is probably the path ahead. We probably need to shoot that. There's probably nothing to do here yet. Okay, fine. We'll go back to base. So we do actually exit in this mission. Right, okay. So, okay, I'm glad I brought the guys. We're doing something here. We're doing something. Mass Effect 4 being just that. It's just the hammerhead. That's it. That's what you're getting. It's like 50 hours of hammerhead missions. Oof. Are we like going into into a volcano? Oh, wait. What's gonna be in here? What are we fighting? Something bad happened here. What do we think, guys? Geth, Rachni, Reapers? What do we think? What were they doing here? Datapad. Dr. Casey's log. We've detected a site of incredible significance located beneath the volcano. The unpredictable terrain will make retrieval of any data extremely hazardous. Yeah, fair enough, but also, duh. What did you expect, sir? Obviously Batarians. Yeah, do you know what? It could be. It could very well be. I just saw this and I was like, fool me once. Right. Let us bypass a door. Thresher Moors? Yeah, do you know what? Wait. No, this is not the objective. What is this? Refined iridium. Okay. I'll take it. You're doing the boy from The Grudge popping noises? Oh, yeah. What is it that he does? Is it like... No. Is that like... Anyway. I haven't seen The Grudge in a hot second. Yeah. I can't remember what he does, but... It's clicky... Like... Yeah, something like that.
I was right. This site was a roadmap leading to the main
Prothean ruins!
Dr. Aloy and I agree that this must remain a secret at all costs.
Okay.
I will not allow another Eden Prime to occur. The Geth...
It was Geth and Reapers. No Batarians, I think. Maybe. Okay. Something Protheans. Sensors. Activate. Okay. Whoa. Dang.
Activation of research-based power grid has triggered additional volcanic
Right.
instability.
Right.
Recommend immediate departure.
But...
We need to leave.
Dr. Casey's log 2. This hellish planet is a star map that points to a Prothean site of major significance. Dr. Aloy and I have mere hours to retrieve all we can before the conditions become too dangerous to continue. We learned too late that the local volcanic instability is magnified by our power grid. If we only had more time to study this, I'm sure the key to unlocking everything is here. Everything! Damn this planet! Okay. Fine, let's go. This is not the way out, actually. No! Okay, so we can't go out the way we came. The objective is this way, actually. This way. Come on. Come on, Shepard. Go back the way we came. Run! Let's go! Get in, losers. We're going jumping. Right. Let's go! Before this volcano erupts. Yeet. Right. You gonna make me platform for my life? Really? Okay, I mean we're in a hurry, but we're not that much in a hurry.
Extraction complete.
Yeah, thanks. The lava is indeed rising. Go, 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 little machine. That is kind of funny. What's this flying thing called? A flying donkey? I think it's called the Hammerhead. Data recovered from research station. Dr. Casey's location discovered. Landing party extracted from volcano. The planet is exploding. But is that loot?
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Yeah. I got feed to fish. Here you go. Squeak. I think we've got time for one more of these dumb little hammerheads, and then we'll probably end it there. Okay, let's see. Okay, we need to get more fuel as well, because these massive solar systems cost a lot to traverse. Let's buy some fuel. Right. And then let's... You're right, you are, hamster. I should go see Garrus in distress. I don't think he comments on it, sadly. He should, though. Right, Firewalker, Geth incursion. Okay. What could go wrong? Do we think tacit discords are edible to any capacity? I don't know. It's a good question. It might be. I don't know if I would eat a tacit discord. Maybe. Maybe. I guess, like... Is a clang bang just like a cube of ice? Like, could you just pop that in a drink? I don't know.
Anomaly detected. Probe away.
Ask Brenner, yeah.
Something on our sensors.
Brenner would know. They melt like ice. Yeah. I don't know. What do we think? Right, let's go. Let's go. Oh, it's snowy now. Great. Lovely. Can't wait for, like, I don't know. Something other, like, what are we gonna get? We're gonna get, like, a glacier that collapses. Right, oh, okay, yeah. Right, so we need to keep heating up or our engine is gonna stall.
Atmospheric data acquired.
Right.
Engine temperature stabilizing.
Love that.
Caution, engine temperature falling.
Yes.
Extraction complete. Extraction complete.
We're in Frost. Is that you? Yeah, this is kind of giving Frostlands, isn't it?
Caution, engine temperature falling.
Hey. No, we're fine. We got this. Got this, Hammerhead.
Extraction complete. Extraction complete.
Well.
Extraction
Don't forget to harvest some clang bangs. No. Come on. Come on, Clanker.
Warning. Engine temperature below recommended parameters.
It's fine. It's fine. We've got this.
Extraction complete.
That should do it.
Garrus is like, enough, Shepard. Enough. Okay, that was a quick one. Easy. Honestly, I kind of feel like someone was just like, oh, we've got no Mako, we've got no space exploration. People are going to be mad. People want vehicle exploration. Atmospheric data recovered from all 10 nodes. Will I test out the new Neverness to Everness gacha game? Maybe. Like I said at the start of the stream, I don't really have time to play more than one live service game, and I think it's unlikely that I can keep up with another one. It looks cool, I'm sure it'll be amazing, but I just don't have enough time, and I do worry, unfortunately, in that space, people tend to compare games against each other all the time. And I worry if I started playing another gacha and I only played it a little bit, people would make that into some kind of statement about me preferring one game over another, or
received a new message at your
I don't want to risk that being the takeaway from anyone. It's like, oh, Amanda doesn't like NGEs. Like, I never said that. I never said that. So I think it's safer to not play any of the other gachas unless I suddenly have a lot of time and I can actually properly play them. It's just easier not to, I think. Squeak. Yeah. Again, if I was not a voice actor, if I was just like a streamer, yeah, why not? But then I'd probably also be doing this full time. Yeah, I'm too busy trying to make games for you guys to play. So hopefully we can talk more about those soon. I think this is probably a good place to stop. There's like 2 more that we can do next time, and I think next time as well we might do the Lair of the Shadow Broker, which is Liara's DLC, which is pretty cool. If we've got any Liara fans out there, we can do her stuff, we can finish up this Project Firewalker stuff, we can do Overlord as well. So like we'll wrap up all these last bits of the side stuff, and then we're probably close to the end game. And I think we will do Arrival, which is the last bit of DLC. We'll do that after the main story, so we'll do that as the segue into Mass Effect 3. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, let's save as always. Proper save. Not to lose all that progress. I keep feeding the fish just because I'm scared. Imagine if you could also overfeed them, and so if you've already fed them and you fed them again, they would die too. That would be terrible. Squeak. Can we burn the world? Wait until Mass Effect 3, guys. You might enjoy that. You might enjoy that. And this was good. This was great, guys. We're going to stop here at our usual little spot. I'm going to put you guys in full stream so I can say properly goodbye to you, because this is probably going to be the last stream this week, just because I'm out of the country for the weekend. So probably won't have time to do another one, sadly. Next week, I will definitely be streaming Wuthering Waves. The new content is going to be out. 3.3 is out on April 30th. I will play it on May 2nd, which is the Saturday. By popular vote, like the overwhelming majority of you said play it sooner rather than later. So you will have 2 days if you want to beat it before I do, to play it Thursday and Friday, and I will play it Saturday at my usual time, which will be 2 p.m. BST for me. So whatever time I normally stream Mass Effect for you, that will be the time. But I will schedule that soon. And if I have more time next week, I'll try to also get another Fatal Frame stream in. I'm going to wrangle Alex, see when we can do Disco Elysium next. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. My schedule is quite variable because I'm working on some projects again, and it just means that things get scheduled with very short notice. So sometimes I can't like anticipate with a lot of notice when I'm free and when I'm not. And also I'm working in multiple countries, so it's all a little bit of a trying to get it all to align. Thank you guys so much. It's so nice that I can see your messages in the chat again. I love that. When will I play Fatal Frame? The next time I'm able to. I will let you know. It probably will not be this week. It will probably be next week. As soon as I know, I will let you know. It depends on which evenings I'm free next week and which ones I'm working. But yeah, we will not, Kusabi will not be left to roam for too long. I will do it at my earliest convenience. Let me just see if we have any friends on Twitch that we want to go and show some love. What's everyone doing? I think we have, here, we've got friend of the channel, Calamity Crunch. It's very fun doing a bit of wooer. I feel like let's go and raid them. If you want to end your evening, day, whatever this is for you, with a bit of Wuthering Waves, something light, let's go and show them some love. They are very, very nice. Very fun streamer to watch regardless. So yeah, definitely stay around, check her out. And yeah, I will see you guys probably next week. Next week, I will probably be back for Mass Effect on Wednesday, and I will try and get a Fatal Frame in, and we'll definitely do Woo Up. So come back for any and all of that, and I will see you next time. I'm going to put this on stream ending. I'm going to start the raid, and as always, take care. Go to school. Tidy your rooms. Don't drink too many energy drinks. And on that note, Auntie out.